Hello, everyone, and welcome to Welland Stadium here, as we're just about ready to go for this matchup between the Welland Jackfish and the visiting Hamilton Cardinals here today. If you take a look at their records, they're completely flip-flopped. Welland at 28-11 coming into play today, and Hamilton sitting at 11-28. We'll take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Hamilton Cardinals, managed by Jeff Lounsbury. Leading off, the former Welland Jackfish in left field is Dennis Day Banning. Then it's Lewis Jean and Tyler Duncan. He's in center field. Josh Niles plays first base and hits fourth. Lane Renault, the third baseman, bats fifth. Ryan Burnside does the catching and hits sixth. Robin Fox Pappas, he's the DH, batting seventh. Jacob Underwood in right field, bats eighth. And then Tyler Giancos is the number 9 hitter, and he's playing second base. That lineup will face off against the Silver Creek, New York native, Jake Harford, on the mound for Welland here today. He's making his 14th appearance on the season and 13th start so far through this campaign. Great numbers for him. He's really been that main guy that they go to when they need a big win. 82 innings pitched, 2.63 ERA, which puts him third in the IBL. He's also tied for fourth in strikeouts with 77, and 10-2 is his record. That's good for second, or tied for first with those 10 wins in the IBL. He climbs back up onto the mound now after finishing his warm-up tosses. Jackfish just finished off a 5-game road swing, and the first pitch of the ball game is high to the leadoff man, Dennis Day Banning, playing in his 4th game here on the season for Hamilton. Good numbers so far. 5 for 12 for him on the year. That's good for a .417 batting average. And he swings through the next offering. That was a fastball from Harford. Day Banning couldn't catch up, and it evens the count at 1-1. Day Banning also with 2 home runs through this short stretch of play, so showing off some good power numbers as well. It's a 1-1 count, and Harford delivers to the plate. Once again, it's swung through from Day Banning, and he jumps ahead 1-2. That's twice now early on we've seen not able to catch up to the fastball that Harford is featuring. See if he goes up with it again to try to get another swing and a miss from the leadoff man. This top of the lineup is dangerous for the Hamilton Cardinals. Here comes the 1-2 from Harford. It's inside, and it hit him. Looked like it got him on that elbow pad that he wears on his left arm. So Day Banning goes down to first base, and now here comes the shortstop, Luis Jean. Back to the Jackfish on that road trip, 5-game road trip for them while the Canada Summer Games were being held here at Welland Stadium. A great event, saw some great baseball over this past week, but now with Welland back in their home ballpark, looking to get things going here. They got 3 games left in the season right now, and they sit 1.5 games back of the IBL leading London Majors at this point. Welland occupied the top spot in the IBL for quite a while throughout this season as Harford starts off Jean with a strike. Day Banning at first base has 2 stolen bases in limited playing time this year. On that road trip, Welland went 3-2. Just kind of treading water right now as Day Banning is running. That's a check swing from Jean, and the throw bounces in there, easily stolen by Day Banning. The throw was low, it skipped in there, and it couldn't be hung on to by the second baseman, Dupuis. And the count's 0-2. As Marco's going to go out there and have a quick chat with his starting pitcher, Harford. Very quick. He's back now going behind the plate. But a lot of different scenarios could play out over these last 3 games. Welland has Hamilton here at home today, and then once again another home game. That's against Barrie on Saturday, and then finishing off the season this upcoming Sunday, they travel to Hamilton. So 2 games here to be played against the Cardinals. Now a runner in scoring position for Jean, and he fouls it off at the plate. Count remains at 0-2, and this would be a big out early on in the ball game for Harford to retire the number 2 hitter, see if he can keep Day Banning standing out there at second base for another hitter. Jean's had a good season, .323 for him. Even the man on deck, Tyler Duncan, he's also had a good year as we close up the IBL schedule. Check back on the runner by Harford. Now he delivers to the plate, and it's laced into left field. That's down for a base hit. Dave Banning stops at third. He's going to be held up as the throw comes in quickly. That's a base hit for Luis Jean, and the Cardinals are in business. They got runners at the corners with nobody out, and the number 3 hitter, Tyler Duncan, coming to the dish. That was a great job by Nicholson to get over there towards the line. He's playing in left field today. And keep Dave Banning at third base. He had to hold up for just a moment. Didn't know if that ball was going to get down. Then it did drop in left field. So he had to be held right there at third. Now Harford's going to have to work out of trouble, again with runners at the corners, and still nobody out in this first inning. He had 2 strikes on the hitter in Dave Banning before hitting him, and then got up 0-2 against Jean. He fouled off a tough pitch, and then was able to lace one into left field for a base knock. Duncan trying to come up early here for the Cardinals, and that's a perfect spot for Harford as he gets it right on the outside corner to even up the count at 1-1. For Duncan, he's hitting .319 on the season with 24 RBIs. Tied for the team lead in that regard. 1-1 offering. Jean's running, and it's bounced right back to Harford on the mound. He's going to throw it to first in time. Great defensive play by the Jackfish starter to record the first out of the first inning. With that defensive gem, we'll take a look now at the starting defensive alignment for the Welland. Gideon out there in right field. Mattingly Romanen, he's down there. Gideon out there in right field. Mattingly Romanen, he's down there at third base. James Smybert gets the start at shortstop. Tyler Dupuis at second. Mateo Porcelato playing at first. And it's Greg Marco behind the plate, forming the battery with Harford here today. First pitch to the cleanup man in Josh Niles. It's taken for a strike. Niles 0-1. Made to record the first and only out of this inning. It was hit back to the mound. Now, if Jean isn't moving on the pitch, might be able to turn a double play. But it got back to him so fast that the runner at third and Dave Banning wasn't able to go anywhere. Here comes the 0-2 offering from Harford, fouled straight back. That's a good job by Niles to go up the ladder and get a piece of it. And keep the count right where it is at 0-2. We saw this with Jean at the plate. He got to 0-2, fouled off a tough pitch before getting that single. He now stands at second base. 2 runners in scoring position. And Lane Renault, playing at third base today, waits on deck. Here comes the 0-2 from Harford once again. It's sky-high pop-up on the infield. That's Porcelato moving towards the cut of the grass. Now he hauls it in for the second out of the inning, and a massive out that is. So he starts with runners at the corners and nobody out after getting a 1-3 putout on a comebacker to Harford. Helping himself out with the defensive play. He gets a pop-up on the infield. Exactly what he's needed to not allow that runner from third base to score an early run. Renault, the third baseman, stands in the right-handed batter's box. Righty-on-righty matchup, and Harford delivers the first pitch. That's popped foul. Down the right field side. He jumps ahead 0-1 in the count. Renault, .254 batting average for him. Also 24 RBIs. He sits in that tie with Tyler Duncan. 4 runs batted in, and if you're Hamilton and Renault in this situation, you need to come through early on in this game with runners in scoring position. Runner at third with nobody out. You have to be able to cash him, and this would be a massive 2-out hit for the Cardinals as Harford misses up high. Just above the letters of Renault. And it's 1-1, but if you look on the other side, on the Jackfish side, it would be a huge momentum boost for them if Harford's able to work his way out of this jam. It's a 1-1 count right now to Renault, and Harford delivers once again up high. Now falling behind the Cardinals' third baseman. Ryan Burnside, the catcher, is on deck for Hamilton. Big lead off of second by Gene. That's a breaking ball, smashed in the air, left center field, and that ball is going to get down and bounce off the wall. Dave Banning's in to score. Gene right behind him, pulling into second base with a 2 RBI double is Lane Renault, and Hamilton jumps out to an early 2-0 lead.
Now batting the catcher, number 50, Ryan Burnside.
Now that's a massive 2-out hit by Renault as he picks up his 25th and 26th RBIs on the season now to pull into sole possession of the team lead in RBIs. Now here comes the catcher. It's Ryan Burnside. Strike right over the outside. Called by home plate umpire Ben Mercier. Just talking about how the momentum can swing, and for Hamilton, that's a massive 2-out hit for Renault. Getting a runner to third base with nobody out and not being able to score him could have been detrimental going in farther into this game as Harford misses outside. But to be able to get that run from third plus the runner from second scoring as well is massive here in this first inning for the Cardinals. It's a 1-1 count right now as Harford takes a look at the runner Renault at second. Now delivers to the plate. It's hit hard on the ground right out there to Tyler Dupuis at second base. He makes an easy play of it. And Harford gets out of the first inning, but not before Hamilton can come across the plate 2 times and hold a 2-0 lead after a half an inning of play here at Welland Stadium as we go to the home half of the first inning.
Is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/radio.
Don't worry, you can still listen to us. Download the Giant FM app and listen, or go to giantfm.com and click on the Listen Live player. No radio? No problem. Get the Giant FM app or listen at giantfm.com.
Hooked? Sport the fish today by visiting the Welland Jackfish Tackle Box, the official merchandise shop of your Jackfish. Visit the stand on game day behind Section 107 or visit us online at shop.wellandjackfish.com. There you'll find official on-field hats, t-shirts, novelties, and so much more. Join the Fishhead Nation and shop today.
Times when don't try this at home applies.
I travel.
I'm on the road a lot.
Download the free Giant FM app and take us anywhere you want to listen to your hometown classics.
Can listen whenever I want. You can't beat that.
Get it now at Giant FM.
Bottom half of the first inning we go. Welland coming up for their first opportunity to hit, and they're already in a 2-0 deficit as we take a look at their starting lineup put forth by Brian Essery. Gio Morello leading things off in center field. Then it's Justin Gideon and Mattingly Romanen. James Smybert hits fourth. Tyler Dupuis bats fifth. Brandon Nicholson plays in left field and hits sixth. Mateo Porcelato, the first baseman, bats seventh. Hogan Brown is the designated hitter today, batting eighth. And Greg Marco doing the catching once again as he bats ninth in this Jackfish lineup. And they face off against Dowry Torres, the righty for Hamilton. 4.50 ERA for him so far throughout the season. This is his 20th appearance as he fires a first pitch strike. Morello swings through it. It's 0-1, his 20th appearance on the season, but only his second start of the year. Not sure if we'll be seeing him go very deep into this game, as that's an off-speed pitch that Morello swings through, and he's quickly in the hole 0-2. Torres has good stuff. Was signed by the Chicago Cubs in 2010, spent 7 seasons in their organization as that breaking ball's cracked in the air to center field. That's Duncan moving over into the alley. He reaches out and makes the catch. A nice running play to start off for the Cardinals on defense. their defensive alignment looks like this. It's Dennis Day Banning, the former Jackfish, in left field. Tyler Duncan, who you just saw make that play, is in center, and then Jacob Underwood in right. Lane Renault plays third base. Luis Jean is the shortstop. Tyler Giancos plays second base. Josh Niles is at first, and it's Ryan Burnside behind the plate doing the catching today for Torres. As he works quickly and out of the stretch, and Gideon fouls it away. Right out of the chute, Torres firing strikes. Took him 3 pitches to retire Morello. You can see he's really in a groove here early on. He wants to get right back on the rubber and throw right away. Ben Mercier had to get some new baseballs. Now he's ready, and the 0-1 to Gideon. That swung on and missed. That's a changeup down below the zone. And it's 0-2. We've seen that pattern now twice from Torres. Start him off with a fastball strike and then break that changeup off. Get it below the barrel of these Jackfish hitters. 0-2 pitch to Gideon. That swung on. Hit in the air to center field. Duncan moving over, and he's not going to get this one. It bounces in front of him. Justin Gideon checks in with the first base hit of the game for Welland. Gideon was just able to get enough on that ball to get it into center field. Thought Duncan might be able to get over there and make the play, but that time he wasn't able to make the catch. So now with 1 away, Gideon standing on first. It's Mattingly Romanen coming up to the plate. Romanen playing at third base today. 1 out in the inning. Taking his lead off of first is Gideon, and that's another strike poured over by Torres. Once again, he was in the Chicago Cubs minor league system for 7 seasons, made it as high as AAA before he was released in 2018 as Romanen slashes a ball foul down the right side, and he jumps ahead 0-2 once again. 3 consecutive hitters now that Torres has jumped ahead 0-2. The first 2 hitters he went with a breaking ball in 0-2. See if he goes back to the same thing now. It's Smybert, the shortstop, waiting on deck. Pitching out of the stretch. He does go with the breaking ball. It bounces in the dirt and gets away from the catcher Burnside. Easily moving into second base is Gideon. So that'll go down as a wild pitch for Dowry Torres. And the first miss of the game is a big one. So he bounced it maybe even in front of the plate, and that's always a tough pitch for the catcher to block. He got over there and got a leg on it, but couldn't keep it in front of him. Now a runner in scoring position, and Welland trying to get at least 1 run back as that ball's put in the air into right field. Under it now is Underwood. He makes the catch. Gideon's not going anywhere. He bluffed a tag as the throw comes in. And that's the second out of the inning now for the Cardinals. And now here comes James Smybert to the plate. Smybert has really had a great season since coming to the Jackfish. He's hitting .356, tied for 5th in the entire IBL, and he's tied with his teammate, who's standing on second base right now, in Justin Gideon. Both with sparkling batting averages over .350 for the season as Gideon takes his lead and the pitch is outside. It's 1-0 to Smybert. Torres has his sign, comes set, now he steps off and looks Gideon back to the bag at second base. We've talked so much about the speed and the aggressiveness of the Jackfish on the bases. Gideon had 6 stolen bases while he played for these Hamilton Cardinals this season. Now, after coming to the Jackfish, he's had 8 for them as he dances around at second base. Now going back, it's a 2-0 count. He played 27 games for the Hamilton Cardinals this season and had those 6 stolen bases, and then the 8 for Welland coming in only 11. Just speaks to the aggressiveness on the base path that this coaching staff has preached all season long. And it's got him in scoring position right now as he advanced on a wild pitch. 2-0 to Smybert. That's right there on the outside corner for strike 1, and it's 2-1. After being released in 2018, he spent some time pitching in the Dominican Winter League. So he tries to work out of this first inning unscathed. Throw back to second, diving back, and they got him! Justin Gideon picked off at second base. Not the way you want to start it for the Jackfish, as they trail 2-0 after one full inning of play. As we go now to the top half of the second, you're watching Welland Jackfish baseball.
Is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/.
Radio. Don't worry, you can still listen to us. Download the Giant FM app and listen, or go to giantfm.com and click on the Listen Live player. No radio? No problem. Get the Giant FM app or listen at giantfm.com.
Booked? Sport the fish today by visiting the Welland Jackfish Tackle Box, the official merchandise shop of your Jackfish. Visit the stand on game day behind Section 107 or visit us online at shop.wellandjackfish.com. There you'll find official on-field hats, t-shirts, novelties, and so much more. Join the Fishhead Nation and shop today.
When don't try this at home applies.
I travel.
I'm on the road a lot.
Download the free Giant FM app and take us anywhere you want to listen to your hometown classics.
Can you listen whenever I want? You can't beat that.
Get it now at Giant FM.
Your CAA membership.
Top of the second we go now. Hamilton in front, 2-0. And it's Robin Fox Pappas, Underwood, and Giancos. 7, 8, 9 in this lineup. And if you're Hartford, you take a look at the numbers that these guys have at the bottom of the order. You got to come right after them. And Hartford's been able to do that all season long, as the first pitch to Fox Pappas is a strike. And it's 0-1. Hartford has had very good control throughout the season. Only walking 26 hitters over those 82 innings in comparison to 77 strikeouts. That's a good ratio right there, as we see the Cardinals bullpen moving now, as we'll try to find a name for that as soon as we can. It's a left-hander throwing for Hamilton after a good first inning from Torres. 1-1 from Hartford. It's slugged in the air to center field. Morello moving over, getting in there as well, but Morello calling him off and making the catch in the alley for the first out, and that's a much-needed quick out for Jake Hartford. An inning ago, and allowing that two-run double from Lane Renault into the left center field gap, that gave the Cardinals this lead they hold right now. It's imperative for Hartford to be able to retire this bottom half of the lineup and not see anybody on base for those 1, 2, 3 hitters coming up, as that's really the portion of this Hamilton lineup that will do damage in Dave Banning, Jean, and Duncan. But right now he's dealing with Jacob Underwood, the right fielder, as he kicks and fires and misses up high, falls behind 2-0. Underwood hitting 170 for the season. Does have a home run, though. Little bit of power. He has 7 RBIs as well. Left-handed hitter standing in the box against the righty Hartford. And the 2-0 offering is on the way. It's hit foul. Left field side, onto that left field berm. And it's 2-1. Seeing the action down in that right field bullpen for the Cardinals. Did say their starting pitcher in Torres, he's not a regular starting pitcher. Only 3 innings is his season high in a single game. The pitch to Underwood misses down low, and he's fallen behind 3-1 now. Got to come right after him with a fastball here. Don't want to lose the number 8 hitter. Again, the bottom of this lineup doesn't do a lot of damage for the Cardinals. Hartford pitches, and it's popped up in foul territory. The catcher, Greg Marco, moving towards the dugout, and he makes the catch, falling down. But hangs on. And that's the second out of the inning on a nice play by Marco in foul territory. It's always tough when that ball's popped up right behind the plate. Seems like it always comes back towards fair territory when you're trying to make that kind of play, but Marco was able to stick with it. Right off the bat, he knew it was going to stay in play. It was just a matter if he was going to be able to get over to the dugout and squeeze the ball, but he was able to do both of those. And now there's 2 outs in this inning. It's the number for strike one. Giancos hitting below the century mark for the season. .70 for him. Has driven in 2 runs. Also has a home run as well. 0-1 pitch to the number 9 hitter. That's a fastball. It sawed him off and broke his bat. Smybert coming in. He's got to throw quickly, and he makes the play to retire the side. That's a much-needed quick inning for Jake Harford as he gets the 7, 8, 9 hitters 1, 2, 3 and keeps this lead right where it is. Hamilton does lead it 2-0, so we go to the bottom half of the second inning.
Is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/.
Radio. Don't worry, you can still listen to us. Download the Giant FM app and listen, or go to giantfm.com and click on the Listen Live player. No radio? No problem. Get the Giant FM app or listen at giantfm.com.
Booked? Sport the fish today by visiting the Welland Jackfish Tackle Box, the official merchandise shop of your Jackfish. Visit the stand on game day behind Section 107 or visit us online at shop.wellandjackfish.com. There you'll find official on-field hats, t-shirts, novelties, and so much more. Join the Fishhead Nation and shop today.
Bottom half of the second inning we go. James Smybert, who was at the plate when Justin Gideon was picked off at second base, will start off this inning. So Torres does give up a hit in his first frame of work, but he faces the minimum after the pickoff to second. So it's 4-5-6 due up. Smybert, Dupuis, and Nicholson. And it is Price is Right night here at the ballpark. I think this is one of my favorite ones. I think, Tropical Night's always up there for me. Country Night. Yes, that was good as well. Major League was good. But I don't know. I think this is a great idea. Price is Right night. First pitch to Smybert is a strike. Again, working quickly is Torres, and he delivers a fastball that's skied on the infield. Moving back now is the shortstop, Gene, way out into the grass. Making the catch just on his left shoulder. For the first out, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make that play. He just kept backpedaling and backpedaling. Thought Duncan may call him off at some point. But he just kept going and going and was able to make the catch. So the first out of the inning is a pop-up to the shortstop. And now it's Tyler Dupuis coming to the plate. Dupuis, .298 for him on the season. Pitch is hit out to shortstop. Gene picks it up. He's got to unload in a hurry with Dupuis hustling up the line, and he does just that to retire the Jackfish second baseman, and quickly 2 gone for Torres.
Now batting for the Jackfish, the left fielder, number 13, Brandon Nicholson.
It's Brandon Nicholson coming up to the plate now. Nicholson moved down in the order a little bit. He's hitting in the 6th spot right now. Hit up in that number 3 spot a lot of the season. Tied for 8th in the IBL in runs batted in with 37. As the first pitch is a strike from Dowry Torres. Nicholson got off to a very hot start on the year. Then he went hitless in 5 straight games before picking up 3 hits against London last week. He's dropped that average down below the 300 mark, hitting .294 on the year. Playing in left field today, and Torres delivers. It's popped up on the infield, second base, and now it's Gene, the shortstop, coming over to make the catch right over top of the second base bag. And the Jackfish are retired in the bottom half of the second inning. They still trail it 2-0. Hamilton leads it as we go to the third.
Is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/.
Radio. Don't worry, you can still listen to us. Download the Giant FM app and listen, or go to giantfm.com and click on the Listen Live player. No radio? No problem. Get the Giant FM app or listen at giantfm.com.
Booked? Sport the fish today by visiting the Welland Jackfish Tackle Box, the official merchandise shop of your Jackfish. Visit the stand on game day behind Section 107 or visit us online at shop.wellandjackfish.com. There you'll find official on-field hats, t-shirts, novelties, and so much more. Join the Fishhead Nation and shop today.
Don't try this at home applies.
I travel.
I'm on the road a lot.
Download the free Giant FM app and take us anywhere you want to listen to your hometown classics.
Can listen whenever I want. You can't beat that.
Get it now at Giant FM.
Hamilton coming up for their third crack at it here against Jake Harford. And it's the left fielder, Dennis Day-Banning, striding to the dish now for his second chance at the plate. He was hit on the elbow his first time up. First pitch of the third inning from Harford is inbound, and he misses high and a touch inside as well, and now it's 1-0. Once again, movement in the Hamilton bullpen, but if Dowry Torres can have quick innings like he just did his last time out to the mound as Day-Banning swings and misses, he'll be able to go much deeper in this game than maybe expected, as he's been firing strikes, working quickly as well. Harford sits in a 1-1 count to the Cardinals' leadoff hitter, and he delivers a strike. Day-Banning swings over the top of it, and it's 1-2. Once again, a lefty warming up for Hamilton. Harford's got to try to have a quick inning here as well, as it was a great inning for him this last time he took to the mound in the second. It was 3 up, 3 down to get the 7, 8, 9 hitters, but in the first inning, he had to throw quite a few pitches. If he could retire the top of the order here in timely fashion, that would be huge going forward in this ballgame. Comes the 1-2 from Harford. That's a fastball. Strike 3 called. Got him at the top of the zone. Day-Banning's rung up, and there's one down. That's a looking strikeout for Day-Banning. First strikeout of the game for Jake Harford. And now here comes Luis Jean, the shortstop. He had a busy inning on defense. He made that pop fly catch in almost medium depth center field. He had to go a long way to catch that off the bat of Smybert. And then he made another pop fly catch running over the top of the second base bag to retire Nicholson. Now looking for his second base hit of the game. He grounds the ball out to shortstop. Big hop for Smybert. Long throw is right on the money. Defense looking sharp early on, and there's 2 gone.
The center fielder, number 55, Tyler Duncan.
That's a more difficult play than it looks for the shortstop Smybert. He had to go pretty deep there, standing at the cut of the grass, and Jean has 10 stolen bases on the season. He's getting up the line pretty quickly. Showed a lot of arm strength to be able to make that throw right where it needed to be to record the second out of the inning. And now it's Tyler Duncan. He hit a ball hard his first time up, but it found the glove of Harford back on the mound, and he was able to complete the play, throwing it to first. That was the first out Harford recorded in this game. As he jumps ahead of Duncan, 0-1. He's done a better job of that here in this inning, the last 2 innings, he's really been jumping ahead of these Cardinals hitters. That pitch is right on the outside edge. Another strike for Harford. And it's 0-2. You could tell at the plate Duncan really wanted to offer at that pitch, but he decided to hold off. Was a called strike throw by Ben Mercier behind the plate. Defense playing in regular depth. Straight away, and the 0-2 from Harford misses up high. Now 1-2. The umpiring crew today is Ben Mercier behind the plate. Dale LeGros down at first base, and it's Chris Walters doing the duties at third. If this inning were to go any further, Josh Niles, the first baseman, would get a shot for the Cardinals. Righty-lefty matchup, and the 1-2 hit right back up the middle. That's a base hit. Smashed into center field. And Duncan's on, and now Josh Niles will get a chance to hit here in this top of the third inning. That's 2 times now in this game that Duncan has ripped a ball right back where it came from. The first time, Harford was able to get a glove on it and throw him out at first. That time, nobody had a chance of getting a glove on that ball. It was just hit too hard right back over the mound. So he stands on first base now. He's got 6 stolen bases on the season as he takes his lead. Harford's now got to work to the cleanup man in Niles, and the first pitch is a strike. It's 0-1. Niles sitting at 282 coming into play. Popped up to the first baseman Porchelato his first time up. 0-1 offering from Harford. That's a breaking ball and a beautiful one at that. Got Niles to swing through it, and it's 0-2. You think back to that first inning, that seemed like the play that may have been able to get Harford out of it. He got that pop up to the first baseman. You're thinking with 2 outs now, there's a chance he gets out of this. That was before Renault smashed a 2-run double to give him the lead. Runner's going for second. Strike 3 is called at the plate. The throw down doesn't matter as Niles is rung up. Second strikeout of the game, second strikeout of the inning for Harford. And he works around a 2-out base hit. He still trails, though, 2-0. Jackfish trying to get their bats going as we go to the bottom half of the third inning. You're watching Welland Jackfish Baseball.
Time is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/.
Radio. Don't worry, you can still listen to us. Download the Giant FM app and listen. Or go to giantfm.com and click on the Listen Live player. No radio? No problem. Get the Giant FM app or listen at giantfm.com.
Hooked? Sport the fish today by visiting the Welland Jackfish Tackle Box, the official merchandise shop of your Jackfish. Visit the stand on game day behind section 107 or visit us online at shop.wellandjackfish.com. There you'll find official on-field hats, t-shirts, novelties, and so much more. Join the Fishhead Nation and shop today.
Times when don't try this at home applies.
I travel.
I'm on the road a lot.
Download the free Giant FM app and take us anywhere you want to listen to your hometown classics.
Can listen whenever I want. You can't beat that.
Get it now at Giant FM.
Home half of the third inning now as Jackfish send up their 7, 8, 9 hitters, and there's a new pitcher into the game for the Cardinals. And if you're Welland, you're probably pretty happy about that, as Dowry Torres came out firing strikes, and he got through the first two innings very quickly. Next pitcher now is Nick Davies, left-handed pitcher for the Cardinals. From Ancaster, plays college baseball at Brock University. Throughout his season here in Hamilton, this is his second season in the IBL. He played last year for the Brantford Red Sox. 6.48 ERA for him. This is his fifth opportunity on the season. He's made 3 relief appearances so far and 1 start, 8 1/3 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts.
Leading off for the Jackfish.
Almost a strikeout an inning, but he does have 13 walks. So good stuff, but somebody that may scatter it a little bit. You can see the thinking of Jeff Lounsbury, though, the manager for the Cardinals. Have the hard-throwing righty start the game. And then a lefty come in, and he'll face back-to-back left-handed hitters coming into the game in Porchelato and Brown. And then it'll be Greg Marco who's doing the catching today. Porchelato stands in for the first time here today, and the first pitch misses up high, maybe inside as well. And it's 1-0. He's only given up 7 hits, though, over those 8 1/3 innings. Porchelato looking to get something started here for the Jackfish, as their offense has been pretty quiet here so far today. It's 2-0 on Porchelato, and you have to give a lot of credit to the man who started this game in Dowry Torres. He really silenced the bats through the first 2 innings. Pitch to Porchelato was swung on and missed. Looked like a fastball that time from Davies. And he got Porchelato to swing through it. Porchelato 302 for him on the season. Another guy that got off to a really hot start when he first came over to the Jackfish this year, but he's cooled off a little bit as of late. Pitch is right on the outside, called by Ben Mercier. Porchelato didn't like the call too much, but he's now even in the count at 2-2. Cardinals holding a 2-0 lead. Lefty, pitch to Porchelato's fouled away. Count remains at 2-2. Looked like the pitch got inside on Porchelato, and he was just barely able to get his bat on it. Davies comes set at the belt. And now delivers to Porchelato. That swung on and missed. A strikeout for Nick Davies, and the first man he sees after coming out of the bullpen.
The designated hitter, number 24, Hogan Brown.
So far in this game, as we play with 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd inning, Cardinals pitching has faced the minimum. There was a base hit back in the first inning by Gideon, but he ended up being picked off by the pitcher at that point, Dowry Torres. The lefty delivers inside to Hogan Brown, and it's 1-0. Brown's doing the designated hitter's duties today, a spot that has really rotated as of late for the Jackfish. Hildebrand in there sometimes. We've seen Zarlicina at some points occupy that spot as the pitch misses up high, and it's 2-0. Brandon Nicholson has also seen some time in the designated hitter role. Now Hogan Brown getting a crack at it here. Davies already with 1 strikeout in his outing. Delivers a 2-0 pitch to Brown, and it's up high. And now it's 3-0, and if you're Brown here, likely taking a pitch. Try to get any form of base runners that you can if you're the Jackfish, trying to get something started at the bottom of your lineup. 3-0 offering to Brown, and misses way outside. So that's a 4-pitch walk to the number 8 hitter and designated hitter for the Jackfish as he goes down to first base. And that'll bring up Greg Marco, who's doing the catching today. Sam Cocker, the regular catcher's dealing with an injury, so he'll likely not be in the lineup for the rest of the season. So Greg Marco figures to get a bit of playing time here to close out the year, going down the stretch and moving towards the postseason. Brown takes his lead off of first base. Good lead, and the pitch is delivered right there for a strike on Marco. And he's behind in the count, and now there seems to be an injury on the mound. Right after he delivered that strike to Marco, he reached and grabbed his back, as he's now standing on the mound as everybody's come to talk to him. Manager, coaches out of the dugout, training staff out there as well. And Davies is really hobbling around the mound. Looks to be in some discomfort. he's going to be taken out of this ball game. So Nick Davies comes out of the bullpen. He gets a strikeout of Porchelato. Then Hogan Brown walks. And when he delivers a strike to Marco right away, you could see he was in pain. He grabbed his back. And he's going to be helped off the field. So an injury now as Nick Davies will come out of the ball game. Pitching change for the Cardinals when we come back.
Time is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/.
Radio. Don't worry, you can still listen to us. Download the Giant FM app and listen. Or go to giantfm.com and click on the Listen Live player. No radio? No problem. Get the Giant FM app or listen at giantfm.com.
Hooked? Sport the fish today by visiting the Welland Jackfish Tackle Box, the official merchandise shop of your Jackfish. Visit the stand on game day behind Section 107 or visit us online at shop.wellandjackfish.com. There you'll find official on-field hats, t-shirts, novelties, and so much more. Join the Fishhead Nation and shop today.
Times when don't try this at home applies.
I travel.
I'm on the road a lot.
Download the free Giant FM app and take us anywhere you want to listen to your hometown classics.
Can you listen whenever I want? You can't beat that.
Get it now at Giant FM.
So after an injury here to Nick Davies on the Hamilton Cardinals pitching staff, it's Corbin Peters who's going to take over. And already in this game, this is the third pitcher we've seen in the third inning now for the Cardinals. And Peters, the 23-year-old Ottawa native, pitching in his 7th game of the season. He's got great numbers, 1.80 ERA. He's only walked 5 hitters to his 14 strikeouts over 10 innings. He comes into this game with a strike on the batter and Brown at first base, and he runs the first pitch inside and drills him. So Marco, he's going to get on base with a hit by pitch. Now we'll see if that's what the Jackfish need maybe to get their offense going a little bit. As it's back to the top of the order in Gio Morello. Morello flew out to center field. Of course, that was against the man who started this game in Dowry Torres. Once again, another guy coming out of the bullpen that he has made a start on the season, but for the most part, he's a relief pitcher. Another guy, the most pitches, or the most innings he's thrown, rather, is 3. But if you're Hamilton, you're going to need some length out of somebody today. And possibly Peters will be the guy. First pitch to Morello is a fastball that misses outside. It's 1-0. First 2 pitches that he's thrown since coming out of the bullpen have been way out of the zone. The first one drilled the catcher Marco. That pitch was outside. Runners take their leads. Now he delivers to Morello, and that pitch is outside once again. He's missed 3 straight times after coming out of the bullpen. And he falls behind the leadoff man. Justin Gideon, another left-handed hitter, he waits on deck, awaiting an opportunity to face off against Peters. It's a 2-0 count to Morello, and the pitch is fouled off. He went with a fastball up in the zone around the letters, and it's a 2-1 count. Now, Peters has a good arm coming out of the bullpen, has quite a bit of velocity coming from the right side. As before he delivers a 2-1 pitch, Luis Jean's going to come out and talk to him. And they have a lengthy conversation on the mound. And now they've figured things out. Possibly about the runner standing at second base and maybe a pickoff play. We saw them run that in the first inning. That picked off the man on deck in Justin Gideon. So we'll see if that conversation comes to anything. Right now it's a 2-1 count on the leadoff man, Gio Morello. As Peters comes set, he checks the runner at second and now delivers to the plate and is ripped foul. Look out down there in the first base coach's box. That's Pat Casey down there coaching first base. He had to do a little shuffle to get out of the way. And it evens the count at 2-2. And now the catcher in Burnside's going to go out and talk to him. So on back-to-back pitches, there's going to be a meeting on the mound. Now, is this possibly about the runner on second relaying signs into the hitter? Just seems interesting to see first the shortstop and Jean go out to talk to him, and now the catcher Burnside running out there to have a chat with him. But everything's been figured out for the time being, and it's a 2-2 count on the center fielder for Welland today. See if he can cash in one of those runs standing out there on second base. It's Brown dancing off the bags. That's a breaking ball, bounced in the dirt. What a job behind the plate by Ryan Burnside. He got all twisted up, but was still able to get his glove over there and hang on to the ball and not allow it to get to the backstop, because that would have been disastrous for the Cardinals. 2 runners would have moved into scoring position, and a runner would have moved just 90 feet away at third base. Full count now on Morello. Long pause, now delivers to the plate, and it misses down and inside as well. Second walk that he's issued since coming out of the bullpen. And now here comes Justin Gideon to the plate with the bases loaded.
For the Jackfish, number 1, Justin Gideon.
And Gideon, when he first came over to the team, struggled a little bit early on, but he's really picked up the offense. His power stroke has really come back as he's tied for the league lead in home runs as he takes a strike from Peters, and it's 0-1, but Gideon now with 15 home runs on the season. That's tied with London's Cleveland Brownlee for the league lead. He's behind in the count, 0-1 to Peters. He bounces a ball foul right side. That'll get down towards the Cardinals bullpen, and quickly he's behind 0-2. And with the stuff that Peters possesses, and you see the good numbers that he has, once he's able to dial it into the strike zone, seems like he could be very effective. It's because of the sharpness on his pitches. Haven't really seen too many breaking balls from him as he's been trying hard to locate the fastball. 0-2, that's a breaking ball that just missed outside. And it's 1-2. You could tell he wanted to start that one off the plate just a little bit and bring it back to the outside corner against the left-handed hitting Gideon. But he couldn't quite get it back there. So another shot for Gideon with the bases loaded. That's Hogan Brown with speed at third base. Greg Marco stands at second, and Gio Morello takes his lead off of first. The 1-2 to Gideon, breaking ball, swing and a miss. Peters sets him down on strikes. 2 gone now, and it's up to Mattingly Romanen to come through with a big hit.
For the Jackfish, number 8,
Romanen
Romanen.
playing third base here today. Playing in the regular spot of Ethan Hunt, who has gone on to play in the Frontier League. Playing now with the Trois-Rivières Eagles in the Frontier Baseball League. Independent ball for Ethan Hunt, so that's the regular third baseman now, not on the roster. Becomes the 8th player in Jackfish history to move up into professional baseball. So Mattingly Romanen looks like he's probably going to get a bulk of the playing time out there at third base, and he's done well when he's in the lineup. 0-1 count, and he bounces a ball, picked up on a hop by Gianco, spin, throw, and they got him at first. What a defensive sequence. Gianco's picked it up, spun around, fired it to Niles, and he laid out, kept his foot engaged with the bag. And Corbin Peters works out of a jam. Bases were loaded with 1 out. Gideon strikes out, and then Romanen bounces out to the second baseman Giancos to finish off the inning. And the Jackfish still trail 2-0 as we go to the 4th.
Is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/.
Radio. Don't worry, you can still listen to us. Download the Giant FM app and listen, or go to giantfm.com and click on the Listen Live player. No radio? No problem. Get the Giant FM app or listen at giantfm.com.
Booked? Sport the fish today by visiting the Welland Jackfish Tackle Box, the official merchandise shop of your Jackfish. Visit the stand on game day behind Section 107 or visit us online at shop.wellandjackfish.com. There you'll find official on-field hats, t-shirts, novelties, and so much more. Join the Fishhead Nation and shop today.
Times when don't try this at home applies.
I travel.
I'm on the road a lot.
Download the free Giant FM app and take us anywhere you want to listen to your hometown classics.
Can listen whenever I want. You can't beat that.
Get it now at Giant FM.
Top half of the 4th inning we go. Cardinals coming up to the plate. 5-6-7 due up for Hamilton in this inning. Lane Renault, he's going to lead things off. He has the big knock in this game. And the biggest hit in this game for either side at this point is Hamilton still possesses that 2-0 lead as we're done the first third of this game, now playing in the 4th inning. That was a 2-out, 2-run double, a massive hit for Renault coming all the way back in the first inning as Hartford misses outside, and it's 0-1. That inning looked like Hartford was maybe going to be able to get out of it, but Renault came up with that big hit. So it's Lane Renault, Ryan Burnside, and Robin Fox-Pappas due up in the inning. 1-0 offering to Renault. That misses just inside. Renault had to back away from it. And the count runs now to 2-0. Renault picked up his 25th and 26th RBIs on that play, which pushes him into the top spot on the team in RBIs with 26. He broke a tie as he fouls that one back, and it's 2-1. Broke a tie for the team lead with Tyler Duncan, the number 3 hitter today. Renault playing in his 5th season here with the Cardinals. A long-tenured IBL veteran. 2-1 to Renault, swung on and missed. Harford ramped up on a fastball and he got it past him. It's now 2-2. Played at a couple different schools in the U.S. Jameson Community College, also played at Niagara County Community College. Harford kicks and delivers a 2-2. It's fouled away. Count stays right where it is at 2-2. It's a great night here for baseball. It rained a little bit earlier on here in Welland, but the skies cleared up just in time for batting practice. Still got full rounds of batting practice in, and now the sun is set. Kind of in that dusk time now. Sometimes a little bit of trouble for the outfielders around this time of night. 2-2 from Harford. He misses up high. And it's 3-2. It was a little bit odd. It was completely sunny when I was driving down here, but there was rain coming down. But that all got cleared up in time to play here in Welland. And that's a 3-2 pitch, and it's flared into center field. Oncoming Morello, but he's not going to be able to run it down. He's got to play it on a couple of hops. And that's a leadoff hit for Lane Renault, his second hit of the ball game.
The catcher, number 50, Ryan.
He didn't hit that one nearly as hard as he had his first hit. But he'll take it. He dropped it in the right spot in front of Morello, who has great speed in center field. And you take a look at the Jackfish outfielders, especially center and right. I mean, you have 2 center fielders out there. Morello's played the bulk of the time in center field this year. He actually started the season playing some first base. That was when Eric Marriott was out there in center field, but Morello, for the majority of this season, has played center field. Gideon, on the other hand, he played center field a couple games back as the first pitch is rifled on the ground through the hole. That's a base hit. Round second base is Renault. He's hustling to third. The throw in there is going to be high, and it gets past Romanin, and the runner's going to move into second. That's Ryan Burnside with the heads-up base running, and now with nobody out, the Cardinals are threatening once again.
44, Robin Fox-Pappas.
So Renault goes first to third on a hard base hit to right field. That'll go down as a single, and moving up on the throw was Burnside. And now the DH, Robin Fox-Pappas, comes up to the plate. Runners at second and third, and he bounces the ball out to second base. Picked up by Dupuis. A run's going to come in to score. That's 1 out. Renault crosses the plate. Good job by Fox-Pappas to pad the lead for the Cardinals as he saw the infield playing back and put a ball on the ground to the right side. That nets the Cardinals another run, and it's 3-0. And now at 3-0 with 1 out and just a runner at third base, the infield is going to have to come in. Don't want to let this game get any farther away than it already is. It's the right fielder Jacob Underwood at the plate, and he takes a strike. It's 0-1 on the Hamilton number 8 hitter. That was a great job by Fox-Pappas, though. Not having a great season with the bat, but knew what his job was, and he executed it perfectly. And now Harford's going to have a job to do, and he's started it off well by jumping up 0-2 on Underwood. A strikeout at this point in the game would be massive here for Jake Harford. Here comes the 0-2 offering to the plate. It's popped up into foul territory. Romanin moving over. He's going to give it a look, but it'll drop foul onto the burn. So the count stays right where it is at 0-2. After Underwood, it will be Tyler Giancos coming up to the plate in this inning. Still an 0-2 count. Harford trying to work out of this with only that 1 run coming across the dish. And he's got the bottom of the order to deal with right now for the Cardinals. Good crowd here on hand in Welland as they get behind their starter Harford. That's a breaking ball in the dirt. Nice block by Marco. And it's 1-2. Marco is a very good defensive catcher behind the plate, and he's been around the team all season long. Hasn't gotten into a lot of games. I mentioned this is only his 7th game of the season as Harford delivers the 0-2 up high. Evens the count at 2-2. But he's been around the squad all season long, and he's worked with these pitchers throughout the campaign, so he knows exactly what they're featuring, and he did a great job to block that ball and not allow the runner to come in from third base. Now a 2-2 count. Harford delivers to the plate, and it misses down low. Harford staring into the dish, thinking he should have had Underwood rung up on strikes. But Ben Mercier says no dice, and that runs the count full at 3-2. Crowd now trying to will Harford through this inning. Here comes the full count pitch to Underwood. Slashed in the air to center field. That's going to push Morello back. Few feet in front of the warning track to make the catch. Tagging from third base and coming in to score is Burnside. And that pushes the lead even further. It's 4-0 Hamilton.
The second baseman, number 16, Tyler Giancos.
So Tyler Giancos comes up to the plate now, second baseman for the Cardinals, and that's back-to-back great at-bats from Cardinals hitters. You go back, Fox Pappas and Underwood not having stellar offensive years, but Fox Pappas got the ground ball to Dupuis at second base with the infield playing back to force home a run. And then Underwood did the exact job that he needed to as well with a runner 90 feet away and less than 2 outs. Got a ball deep into center field. Almost chased Morello back to the warning track out there. Another ball's popped up now. This one much more shallow. That's Dupuis moving into the outfield, and he's got it. The Cardinals tack on 2 more, though, and they now lead at 4-0. Welland trying to get their bats going as we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. You're watching Welland Jackfish Baseball.
Is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/.
Your head to the bat, back to the floor, and spin around as fast as possible. Once I say stop, you're going to take off and try to hit the ball off the tee. First person to do so wins $25 at the Phillies. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? It's Thursday night. We've had some palm waters. We're feeling good. All right, on your mark, get set, go. Round and round and round we go. Like Will. He's really good. I like it. Come on, Sandos, move it. What do you guys think? You dizzy? You dizzy yet or what? He says no. That guy says no. Keep going. Keep going. On your mark. Get set. Go. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, congratulations, Will. Heads up, Will. Heads up, Will. Don't get hit. You're walking over $25 empty bellies. Fans, make some noise for our contestants here.
James Smybert, number 4 hitter in this lineup. He's going to lead things off. Smybert, Dupuis, and Nicholson as the Jackfish try to get something going on offense. Thought they had something cooking with the bases loaded last inning. As Peters misses outside. Last inning, Nick Davies came into the game, and after facing a couple hitters, he was taken out of the game, dealing with a back injury, it seemed to be, as he came off the mound. Smybert takes a strike on the outside, and it's 1-1. Peters ended up loading up the bases with 1 out. Then picked up a big strikeout against Gideon, and then got a nice defensive play by Giancos out there at second base. 1-1 count right now to Smybert. He swings and misses at a pitch just off the outside. And he's behind now 1-2. Nobody loosening up right now in the Hamilton bullpen, so it seems like Peters, he's going to have this inning, possibly next one as well, as he's ahead to the number 4 hitter in this Jackfish lineup. 1-2, bounces in the dirt. Counts now 2-2 on Smybert. Smybert for the season does have 6 home runs, and this would be a big spot for one right here. See if you can kickstart the offense a little bit, as a home run could possibly get some momentum back on this side of the offensive scorecard. Has hit a couple right here at home in Welland Stadium. Here comes the 2-2 to Smybert. It's rifled to center field. Duncan in his tracks makes the catch. He barely had to move his feet out there in center field to haul it in. For the first out of the inning, Smybert hit it on the screws.
Number 6, Tyler Dupuis.
One of the rare times you almost hit the ball too hard at the plate. If he hit that a little bit softer, maybe it drops in front of the center fielder in Duncan, but once again, he barely had to move his feet out there in center field. Positioned perfectly. Records the first out, and now it's Tyler Dupuis playing second base today, taking a strike right there on the outside. Falling behind 0-1, Dupuis grounded out to the shortstop his last time up. Luis Jean has played good defense down there at shortstop all season long, and Dupuis was busting it up the line, but he was able to unload it quickly and get him out. Breaking ball misses down low. Counts now 1-1. Brandon Nicholson playing left field today. He waits on deck. Defense playing in regular depth all over the field. Even count, 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss from Dupuis. A massive rip at that fastball, and he came up empty. And now he's behind in the count. He falls to 1-2. One-two pitch, bounced out to third, and it goes off the glove of Renault down the left field line. Dupuis speeding around first base, sliding into second. Don't know how that'll be scored. Looks like it will go down as a hit off the glove of the third baseman, Renault. Renault went over to field that ball down the line, and it went to his backhand. Would have been a tough play even if he came up with it. So Dupuis going to be credited with a double to left field. Now it's Nicholson's job to drive him in. That's a breaking ball perfectly placed in there for strike one. It's 0-1 from Peters. That's a good pitch to start Nicholson. Right on right, start him off with a breaking ball. Massive lead at second base for Dupuis. Now it's a fastball, skipped in the dirt, blocked behind the plate by Burnside, throw down to second. It goes off the glove of the second baseman into center field. Jean out there to play it. Dupuis gets up, head first dive, he slides into third, safe. The speed and the risk taken by Dupuis right there. He took a massive lead off second, had a big secondary. Thought the ball may have gotten past Burnside. It was a great play to knock it down by the catcher, Ryan Burnside. His throw just kicked off the glove of the second baseman, Giancos. And with that great speed, Dupuis now stands at third base. Pitch to Nicholson. It's fouled away. Count moves to 1-2. That's another breaking ball there from Peters. One out in this inning. That was that line shot to center field that was hauled in by Duncan off the bat of James Smyber. Dupuis trying to take things into his own hands with his legs. See if that can net the Jackfish a run here in this fourth inning. 1-2 offering. Breaking ball missed up high. Maybe a touch inside as well. Which brings the count now to 2-2. Once again, big risk taken by Dupuis, especially when you're down here. You want base runners, but he was able to make it pay off. Now close to scoring. Nicholson pops a ball up high on the infield. Jean taking his cap off, now going into the outfield, making the catch. Dupuis going to tag. Now he throws on the brakes and gets back to third. Another nice defensive play that time by Luis Jean, the shortstop. Going back into the outfield to make the catch, and then, knowing Dupuis has speed there, we've seen it before. The time that sticks out to me, back in 2015, we saw Josh Donaldson make a similar play to that, tagging at third base when the infielder went back to make the catch. Dupuis thought about it, but it took a great defensive play to keep him right there at third base. There's 2 outs now, and Porcelato takes a pitch outside. Just want to know, Porcelato struck out first time he came up to the dish. That was the strikeout recorded by Nick Davies, who came into the game. Before he exited with an injury, they're not going to throw down a third. Pump fake from Burnside. 2-0 count now. Kind of seen this from Corbin Peters. He's almost been effectively wild, if you will. Has missed a little bit. Missed when he first came out of the bullpen. Took him a little while to settle in, and that could be he didn't really have any warm-up tosses down there after the injury. 2-0 to Porcelato, misses down low. And it's 3-0, but he was wild when he first came out of the bullpen, and he zoned in it a little bit better now to finish off that inning, and now in this second inning of work for him. But almost being effectively wild where you're not in the zone all the time for these Jackfish hitters to see, as that was a strike on the outside. Porcelato takes the first strike of his at-bat. Still in a great hitter's count, though, sitting at 3-1. And Porcelato looking to come up with a massive 2-out hit. Just to get 1 run in this inning would be big for the Jackfish, because they have been stymied offensively by this Cardinals pitching staff. Strike on the inside corner. That's strike 2. Ben Mercier jumped the gun a little bit, wanted to ring up Porcelato for the second time today, but it was only strike 2. Lost track of the count a little bit there. So it is a full count right now to the left-handed hitting Porcelato. And the offering to the plate. That's hit out to first base. That's into right field. Single for Porcelato. Come on down, Tyler Dupuis, and the Jackfish are on the board. It's now 4-1 after an RBI single from Mateo Porcelato.
The designated hitter, number 24, Hogan Brown.
Does that get the Jackfish offense going? A big 2-out knock for Porcelato, driving in his 35th run of the season. Now he stands at first base for the DH today, Hogan Brown. And he's moving towards second base. Throw down, head first dive. He's out! Got him at second. The throw down from Burnside was in a perfect spot to nab the would-be base stealer Porcelato. And that puts an end to the inning, puts an end to the Jackfish rally here in the fourth. They do get a run, though. It's now 4-1. They trail by 3 as we go to the 5th inning.
is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/.
Radio. Don't worry, you can still listen to us. Download the Giant FM app and listen, or go to giantfm.com and click on the Listen Live player. No radio? No problem. Get the Giant FM app or listen at giantfm.com.
Booked? Sport the fish today by visiting the Welland Jackfish Tackle Box, the official merchandise shop of your Jackfish. Visit the stand on game day behind Section 107 or visit us online at shop.wellandjackfish.com. There you'll find official on-field hats, t-shirts, novelties, and so much more. Join the Fishhead Nation and shop today.
When don't try this at home applies.
I travel.
I'm on the road a lot.
Download the free Giant FM app and take us anywhere you want to listen to your hometown classics.
Can you listen whenever I want? You can't beat that.
Get it now at Giant FM.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
Jake Harford back out on the mound for his fifth inning of work here, and overall he's had a decent outing, giving up 2 runs in the first inning and then 2 runs in the fourth. As he delivers the first pitch of this fifth inning, it's the leadoff man, Dennis Day-Banning. Looked like he foul-tipped that ball into the glove of Greg Marco for the first strike for Day-Banning. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. Then he popped up the last time he came to the plate. So 0 for 1 officially for him. And he quickly falls behind Harford here, 0-2. Jackfish getting 1 run back there in that fourth inning, bottom half of the fourth inning. They did score on a Mateo Porchelato base hit before he was thrown out at second trying to steal. That was with Hogan Brown standing at the plate, so he'll lead off the next inning for the Jackfish. 1, 2, 3 hitters in this order. It's Jean and then Duncan. Coming up for the Cardinals, Day-Banning trying to get on. He's sitting behind in the count 1-2. That's a breaking ball that misses outside. 2-2 now, and Harford hasn't produced a ton of swings and misses on his breaking ball today, and that's not necessarily his MO. Gets a lot more strikes with the breaking ball by throwing them over the plate, and he does a great job at that. 2-2 to Day-Banning. Swing and a miss. He's down on strikes for the second time here today, and there's 1 out. First time he struck out in the third inning. I said he popped up. He struck out in the third inning. That was looking. That time he was swinging the bat, and he went down. And now it's Louis Jean, the shortstop. And he's made a plethora of great plays at shortstop defensively today. He also has a base hit. Came around to score in that first inning. That's a breaking ball to Jean that misses up high. Falls behind 1-0. Louis Jean playing in his first IBL season, the Dominican Republic native. His first ever IBL game came against Brantford, and he ended up hitting for the cycle in that game as he grounds a ball out to shortstop, right at the shortstop Smybert, flips there in time. And the second out is recorded in this fifth inning as
Center fielder
Harford's
Duncan.
working quickly here to the top of this Cardinals lineup. 2 outs now, and if you're Harford, if you're able to get the top of this lineup quickly, that'll bode well for you going on, because the bottom of the lineup usually provides little resistance, but if you take a look at the 7, 8, 9 hitters at this point in the game, they've got 2 RBIs between the 3 of them. First pitch is a strike to Tyler Duncan, the center fielder. He's 1 for 2 in this game. Grounded back to the pitcher on a hard hit ball, and then he had a hard hit single right back up the middle. 0-1 offering from Harford, misses outside, and it's 1-1. Duncan also playing in his first season in the IBL. 1-1 offering. Swing and a miss. Looked like a changeup from Harford that time that got Duncan to swing below the zone. And it's 1-2 now on the center fielder. Played at Arkansas State college baseball in the U.S. Was named to the second team all-conference in the Sun Belt. As that ball's fouled down the left side, Nicholson with speed, closing, and he makes the catch on the run, just crossing into foul territory to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down goes Harford. The Jackfish get through that 5th inning quickly. They trail by 3. It's 4-1 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Bottom half of the 5th inning now. Hogan Brown, he's going to lead things off as he was at the plate when Mateo Porchelato was thrown out stealing at second base. Another new pitcher into the game for the Cardinals, and it's Julian Russell. Russell now into double digits in appearances this year. This is his 10th appearance on the season, all coming out of the bullpen. As he just finished up his warm-up throws. 11 2/3 innings for him in those 9 games. Another guy that's likely not going to give them too much length. Also, longest he's gone in a game is 3 innings. That was against the same Jackfish in Hamilton when the Jackfish defeated the Cardinals 11-5. 5.40 ERA for him and 12 walks, 13 strikeouts. Has good stuff, but also a guy who can lose the zone a little bit. He's also given up 14 hits. Plays college baseball at Alderson Broaddus University in West Virginia. Right-handed pitcher is going to face off against the lefty in Hogan Brown. After Brown, it's Greg Marco, and then back to the top of the lineup in Gio Morello. First offering from Russell out of the bullpen is popped up. Gene going back into the outfield. Coming in and making the grab is Dennis Day Banning in left field. He had a long way to go to make that play. But he runs it down for the first out of the inning as Hogan Brown is retired. Fly out to left field, and if you're Hogan Brown, I understand the aggressiveness, but maybe with a new pitcher coming into the game, might want to see a pitch or two. But he was hacking right off the bat, and he popped the ball up. A little bit of connection here. Julian Russell on the mound for the Cardinals. Pitches at the same university as left-handed pitcher for the Jackfish, Chris Bowato. Chris Bowato has finished his college career, but that is where he played his college baseball in West Virginia. Jumps ahead of the catcher, Marco. 0-1 count. 1 out in the inning. Morello, leadoff man, he waits on deck. Pitching out of the stretch, Russell delivers a strike, a breaking ball that clips the bottom of the zone. Marco is frustrated by the call from Ben Mercier behind the plate. More movement for the Cardinals in their bullpen right now. Right-handers loosening up, so possibly just this one inning from Russell. That's all Lounsbury will be looking for from him. That's a breaking ball. It bounces in the dirt. Now it's 1-2. He tried to double up on the breaking ball. He got it over the zone to get the second strike in this at-bat against Marco. Just broke it over the knees. And then that time right there, he missed it down low in the dirt. Couldn't get a swing and a miss either. So goes the ball, and now it's 1-2 count on the number 9 hitter here. Delivers another breaking ball, misses down low, and it's 2-2. And if you're Marco at the plate, just want to find any way possible to get on base. See if you can turn that lineup over for the top of this Jackfish lineup that have been good all season long. They've had a bit of troubles here today. See if you can turn it over with a runner on base. Buzzed the tower of Marco that time was Russell. So it's 3-2. Marco was hit by a pitch his last time up. Came in danger of getting hit by another one. Just able to bend out of the way, though. And it fills the count up at 3-2. The offering from Russell inside, and it does run in and get him. So the second time today, Marco's been hit. And yes, it's a painful way to get on base, but exactly what you need batting out of the 9 spot. If you're the Jackfish, now a runner at first base with Morello coming up to the plate. Not really much speed out there on the bases right now. The catcher running at first. Doesn't have any stolen bases so far this year. He is held on by the first baseman, Niles, though. Infield playing in double play depth. Russell trying to work through this inning. Misses outside to Morello. Morello was flown out and walked. 0-for-1 officially for him. Walked in the third inning. One of the runners that was on base when the bases were left loaded as he bounces the ball foul down the left field side. Down into the Jackfish bullpen. To even the count up at 1-1. Marco had a good secondary lead, and he was actually off right on the crack of the bat. But has to return to first base now after the ball was deemed foul. Marco really dancing off at first. Morello squares around and bunts it foul. And I like the idea for Morello. Lots of speed at the plate. A guy that doesn't bunt a whole lot. Looking to swing the bat most often. Third baseman playing about at the baseline. Seemed like a good opportunity to drop one down. Maybe he tried to bring it with him even if he can get it past the mound. Likely has himself 1-2. Russell delivers a pitch. He went down and got it. Little sandwich into left field. Bannon coming on, and it drops in front of him. Bannon kept closing in on it, and just before he got to it, it dropped in the grass. That's a base hit for Morello, his first hit of the game. Pushes Marco to second base now. Bannon, we saw him make the play on Hogan Brown to start off this inning. Of course, that ball was hit a little bit higher. He was ranging to his left that time, and he was able to come up with it. This time going to his right and having to come in a bit. Wasn't able to get there. Justin Gideon to the plate now with 2 runners on base. And ahead in the count now 1-0 with 1 out. And Gideon, of course, with those 15 home runs. A 3-run deficit right now. If Gideon can get a hold of one, we could have a whole different ball game here. 1-0 to Gideon. takes it down low. They're going to pick down to first. Morello back easily. I think it might have hit him, actually, while he was diving back to the bag. And he's slow to get up. Still down near the bag, but now he's to his feet.
Hey fans, 50-50 update. The jackpot now over
As he gets time, and he'll take a little bit of time, see if he can shake that one off. It was a timed pickup play, definitely planned by the Hamilton Cardinals. Niles went in behind the runner, but he didn't end up getting actually all the way back to the base. So when the throw was made, he wasn't there and able to cut it off. And Morello still taking some time down there at first base. Now he seems like he's okay. So play ball once again as Gideon steps into the box. He's up in the count, 2-0. To Gideon, missed up high. Russell's lost the zone a little bit here to the Jackfish right fielder. And it's 3-0 now. With Mattingly Romanen looming on deck. Romanen came to the plate with the bases loaded in the third inning with 2 outs. And he grounded out. 3-0 to Gideon. That's painted right there for a strike. And it's 3-1. Seemed like Gideon was taking all the way. Still in a good hitter's count, though. A lot of the times you'll see 3-0 swings, but in this situation, you need base runners for one, and you'll likely see just as good of a pitch on 3-1 as you saw on 3-0. 3-1 to Gideon. It's up high. He walked him, and for the second time today, the Jackfish have the bases loaded with 1 out. Jeff Lounsbury's out of the dugout for the Cardinals, as he's going to have a chat with his pitcher, Russell, right now. Again, second time today, the Jackfish have loaded up the bases with 1 out. Romanen came up. It was actually Gideon who came up with 1 out in the third inning. He struck out swinging, and then Romanen grounded out to second base. And I say grounded out, but it was a great defensive play made by the second baseman, Tyler Giancos. He went in the hole, picked it up, spun to throw. Throw was a little bit off the mark, but Niles laid out and kept his foot on the bag to prevent a couple runs coming in to score, most likely. Tyler Mattingly Romanen to the plate now with the bases loaded and 1 out. Russell hits him. So that'll force in a run for the Jackfish. 2 hit batters in the inning for Russell, and his day is going to come to an end quickly. Only able to get 1 out. As Jeff Lounsbury's out of the dugout, he's going to take the ball. And that will be all for Julian Russell as he leaves the field. All 3 runners on base are his responsibility. Pitching change for the Hamilton Cardinals, and the bases will be loaded with 1 out for James Smybert when we come back. Pitching change for the Cardinals. It's Spencer Bach into the game for Hamilton. The London, Ontario native playing in his second season for the Cardinals, and he's had a tough time this year. ERA over 10 through 3 games, 5 1/3 innings pitched. He does have 8 strikeouts, though, to only 4 walks, and he's going to need a strikeout right now if he wants to get out of this inning. Facing off against the cleanup man in Smybert, he takes the first pitch for a strike. Falls behind 0-1, and I like the approach from Smybert. Wants to take a pitch, see what he's featuring on the mound. Good spot for Smybert to drive in a couple runs. And he cracks a ball down the right field line. Moving over, he's not going to get it as the right fielder Underwood. One runs into scores, it gets past him. Morello scores, Gideon scores. Waved around third is Romanin. He crosses the plate. Smybert arrives at third, and the game is now a Jackfish lead. It's 5-4. Bases clearer for James Smybert. He hit it hard down the right field side. Thought Underwood was going to be able to get there and possibly make a play. It bounced in front of him and then got past him, allowing 3 runs to come in to score. Now Dupuis comes up with the infield drawn in, and he flares a ball out to right field. Underwood coming in quickly, and he drops the ball. Smybert comes in to score. Back-to-back errors charged to the right fielder Underwood, and the Jackfish lead it now 6-4. Now with 1 out, Brandon Nicholson comes up to the plate. Underwood having all sorts of trouble out there in right field. And now it's a lead for the Jackfish. Dupuis moving. Throw by Burnside. Sails everybody, and it's into center field. Dupuis gets up, and he gets into third easily now. 90 feet away with 1 out. And now time is called. So there's going to be a talk on the mound for Spencer Bach. Bach's going to take a walk behind the mound now. Nicholson now getting an opportunity to hit with a runner at third base instead of first. That'll go down as a stolen base for Dupuis. And an error on the catcher Burnside, which allowed him to get into third base. 0-1 offering to Nicholson is outside. Evens up the count now at 1-1. Still infield drawn in. Pitch misses outside. With 1 out in this inning, Hamilton going to try to cut down a run at the plate. Doesn't want any more runs to come in to score. 6-4 is our score now. Delivered to Nicholson, and it's fouled into the press box. Went straight back. Officials score. Curtis Person makes the grab off the deflection. Came flying in here. Pitch to Nicholson, bounced out to shortstop, picked up by Jean. He's going to look at the plate, but then fire to first. To get the sure out, Dupuis comes in to score. Credit a 6-3 putout and an RBI for Nicholson, and that extends the Jackfish lead. It's now 7-4. That's the first ball we've had come into the press box this season. We had one last year, but it's the first time it has happened this year, and it came in hot. Jackfish have had a good inning. 7-4. Bach now pitching out of the abbreviated windup, and he delivers a strike to Porcelato. The number 7 hitter and the 9th man to come to the plate in this inning. Great job by Marco in the number 9 spot to get on base to start off this rally. Breaking ball to Porcelato. It misses inside. Now it's 1-1. The big hits in this inning coming off the bats of Smybert and Dupuis. And now it's cranked to right field off the bat of Porcelato, going back, and it's gone! Mateo Porcelato with a monster shot to right field. His 4th on the season, and it's 8-4 Welland. Hogan Brown to the plate now after Porcelato unloaded a ball to right field. Pitch was left over the plate, and Mateo made no mistake, driving it over those protective wall behind the regular wall out there in right field to protect the houses. Is now there's going to be a meeting on the mound as Bach has had a tough inning. Long talk out there on the mound, but the Jackfish have come storming back. Now, it has been a tough inning for Bach. It was Russell who started the inning. He didn't have the best time. He left the bases loaded. Then once Bach came into the game, gave up that hit to Smybert, which scored 3 runs. There was, of course, a defensive miscue in right field as well by Jacob Underwood as the pitch is high. 3-0 now on Hogan Brown. And then the next hitter to the plate, and Dupuis, he popped a ball up to right field, and once again it was misplayed by Underwood, allowing Smybert to come across the plate. 3-0 offering to Brown is a called strike, and it's 3-1. Dupuis then stole second, got into third on an error by the catcher. Came in to score on a 6-3 ground out from Brandon Nicholson, as that's another strike, this time on the outside corner, and it's 3-2. And then, just moments ago, Mateo Porcelato cranking a ball to right field for a solo bomb, which has us right where we are now. It's 8-4. Bach now misses outside, so Brown's going to take a walk. And we've seen this all season long from this Jackfish offense. They kind of hang around. Their pitching really allows them, and their defense allows them to hang around all game long. And then they have that one massive inning. And that's been the 5th inning for them. So Brown, who flew out to start this 5th inning, stands over at first base after the walk. And Greg Marco, who's been hit twice today, comes up to the plate. Bach delivers a strike to him. And it's 0-1. 7 runs in the inning for Welland after scoring 1 run in the 4th. Brown, good size lead off of first, not going anywhere, breaking ball. Misses up high, and it's 1-1. You could see at first base Brown is a good leadoff, and he kind of fakes like he was going. Does have 21 stolen bases on this season, good for tied for 7th. in the IBL. Got down in front of Duncan. Long strides around second base. Easily pulled into third, and it's runners at the corners now for Gio Morello. He had a base hit to left field his last time up, and that came in this inning. Came all the way around to score on the base hit by Smybert. 8-4 is our score. Jackfish up by 4 now. Came into the inning down by 3 as Bach misses inside to Morello. Had to lift up his hands, but he was able to get out of the way. And the count's now 1-0 to the Jackfish leadoff man and center fielder today. Pitch to Morello, popped up. That's behind the plate. Ryan Burnside being called off by Niles. It nestles into his glove for the third out of the inning. But what an inning it was. Bringing the crowd to its feet, Jackfish scoring 7 times to now take a 4-run lead. They lead at 8-4 as we go to the 6th inning. You're watching Welland Jackfish baseball.
Is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/.
Radio. Don't worry, you can still listen to us. Download the Giant FM app and listen, or go to giantfm.com and click on the Listen Live player. No radio? No problem. Get the Giant FM app or listen at giantfm.com.
Booked? Sport the fish today by visiting the Welland Jackfish Tackle Box, the official merchandise shop of your Jackfish. Visit the stand on game day behind Section 107 or visit us online at shop.wellandjackfish.com. There you'll find official on-field hats, t-shirts, novelties, and so much more. Join the Fishhead Nation and shop today.
For those times when don't try this at home applies.
I travel.
I'm on the road a lot.
Download the free Giant FM app and take us anywhere you want to listen to your hometown classics.
Can listen whenever I want. You can't beat that.
Get it now at Giant FM.
It's the top of the 6th inning, and it's Josh Niles to the plate for the Cardinals. So they have some work to do now on offense, trailing now by 4 runs. When they were retired in the 5th inning, they were leading by 3, so a big turn of events here for a team that got off to a good start at the plate and on defense. Couple miscues in the outfield, couple big hits from the Jackfish has gotten them right where they are right now, as Harford delivers a pitch outside. Evens the count at 1-1. Harford has given up 4 runs over his 5 innings of work, but all in all has been a solid outing. Gotten big outs when he needs them, as there's more action in the Cardinals bullpen. Now Harford delivers a ball up high. No movement down there for the Jackfish, as Harford can work deep into games, and a lot of the times he really settles in as he gets deeper into his outings. 2-1 count right now on Niles. That pitch is bounced out to shortstop. Off the glove of Smybert, gets through his legs. That'll be an E6.
The third baseman.
And that's a big error right there. Harford sitting in the dugout for quite a while. And of course, if you're a pitcher, you're going to take it when your team puts up 7 runs in an inning. But he did sit down for a while. Gets back out on the mound. Looks like he's got a quick out here to start the inning. It's booted by Smybert. Now he's going to have to make a few extra pitches here as it's Lane Renault coming to the plate for the Cardinals. He has a big double in this game back in the 1st inning that scored 2 runs. Pitch misses inside from as he takes a little bit of time getting off the mound. Now 1-0. Ryan Burnside, the catcher, he's on deck, but again, that's a massive error. Force him to throw some more pitches than he would have liked to in this inning. 1-0 pitch, it's flared out to left field. Backing up is Smybert, still going back, gets all twisted around, and he can't make the play. Throw into second base, gets away from Dupuis. And 2 runners on now with nobody out on that soft serve single to left field. Was a tough play for Smybert. He was going back, kind of got twisted up. Reached out and just couldn't quite hang on to the ball, and Nicholson had a long way to go as well. It wasn't hit very high. Just kind of blooped over the head of the shortstop. So 2 runners standing on base now, and it's Ryan Burnside, and if you're the Cardinals, this is the exact answer you wanted. After giving up 7, now trailing by 4, see if you can get a couple back maybe. Keep close and keep this game from not getting away from you. Runner standing out at second base, and the pitch is a strike on the outside. Runner at second base is Niles. Lane Renault stands at first base. For Renault, that's his 3rd hit of the game. 3 for 3. Good night for him in the box. 0-2 count on the catcher Burnside. Bounced right back to the mound. Picked up by Harford. He's going to go to 3rd for 1, and that's all they're going to get. But another sparkling defensive play by the pitcher for the Jackfish to record the first out of the inning.
Designated hitter, number 44, Robin Fox-Pappas.
So that'll be a fielder's choice. Thrown out going from second to third is Josh Niles, and then getting on at first base is Ryan Burnside. And now it's Robin Fox-Pappas to the plate. He's the DH. Last time he was up, he did a great job by grounding a ball out to second base, which allowed a run to come in to score. That pushed Renault home from third base, and at the time, gave the Cardinals a 3-0 lead. Hitting in a bit of a different situation now. First pitch, saws him off. That breaks his bat. Harford picks it up. He's going to take the sure out at first base. Harford's really had to work hard, not only making pitches in this inning, but also on the defensive side of the ball. Going back to that fielder's choice, it was hit hard back at the mound, and the wherewithal to pick it up and look towards third base and lead Mattingly Romanin perfectly to the bag, as he was able to make the catch and step on the bag all in one motion. And then that time, pitching near the bottom of the order, no need to force that ball into second base, take the sure out at first, and that's a great job by Marco behind the plate to reach up and make that catch, keep the runner at third. But once again, taking the sure out at first base with Underwood coming to the plate, who is 0 for 1 in the game. He had a sacrifice fly his last time up, but with 2 outs, is going to take a base hit to score a run, which would likely force home 2 runs if he were able to drop one in the outfield. And he's sitting in a good hitter's count right now. It's 2-0. 2 pitches have missed outside. Underwood coming into play today with a batting average of 170. He's playing in right field. He slugs the ball in the air. High pop-up. Back behind the infield. Dupuis underneath it, and he's got it. Couple base runners get on, but nothing comes of it as Jake Hartford's able to work out of the danger of 2 runners in scoring position, and that maintains a 4-run lead. It's 8-4 for the Jackfish as we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning.
And Juliana. Shelby, Travis, Juliana, come on down. Here are the next contestants on the Price is Right.
Listen, Spencer, I think you've been practicing that because that sounds very close to the real thing. All right, we're here. We got Caleb, Shelby, Travis, and Juliana. Time for the Tim Horton Stack and Dash. Oh, I think Travis might be out of this one now. You got a new contestant? Lucky from the pen? Lucky from the pen in? Okay, no problem. All right, here's how this works. When I say go, you're going to take off, grab a donut, bring it back, and stack it on your partner. Once all four stacked, you're going to take off back to Jacques. First person across the line wins $25 to Tim Hortons. Contestants, are you ready? Bob wants to know, are you ready? Hey, Cam. Cameron Chrysler, are they ready? Fans, are you ready? You've had lots of time for water waters. It's time to get going here. On your mark, get set, go. Good, run. All right, they're off. Door number one. Uh-oh. I told her not to wear those shoes. She didn't listen. All right, hey, this is a bad lead. I don't like this. Door number two here. Don't fall. Don't fall, careful. Yeah, there you go. All right. It's fine. Noise. You gotta go. You gotta go right. Congratulations, Sean. They won over $25 to the Warriors. Dan, one more time for the contestants.
Fans, your attention please. Now pitching for the Hamilton Cardinals, number 9, Drew Mainprize.
Another new pitcher in the game for the Cardinals is Drew Mainprize. From Ancaster, getting into the game, left-handed pitcher. ERA at 7.43 so far. 16th appearance on the year, all coming in relief. And he'll face off against his former teammate in Justin Gideon. First pitch is taken inside for a ball, and it's 1-0. Gideon had a base hit. He's also walked in this game, and he struck out. 1 for 2 on his ledger so far, and he swings and misses at a high fastball. Evens the count up at 1-1. 23 innings, though, over those 15 games, so maybe a little bit of length can be provided from the left arm of Drew Mainprize. And he delivers a pitch that's smashed to right field. Way back at the wall, and it's gone! Justin Gideon makes it 9-4 on his league-leading 16th home run of the year. Field. It was a breaking ball thrown lefty on lefty from Mainprize. It just hung out over the plate. And Gideon's not going to miss many of those. Pitch was right there for him, and he smashed it over the wall. That's a long way out there in the alley. It's 400 feet to center field. He didn't quite hit it to center field. That ball could have traveled around 400 feet. It was around the flags out there. And he got all of it. As Romanin comes up and lines the ball to right field, that's down for... As Romanin comes up and lines the ball to right field, that's down for a hit. It's a hit parade now for the Jackfish. Romanin gets on with his first hit of the game. Now here comes James Smybert, but going back to that home run. Gideon, who's got great power, and we see it all the time in batting practice. Again, he got off to a bit of a slow start with the team, but his power has really come on, and that's a huge plus and a huge thing to be adding to this Jackfish lineup. Already so much speed in it as the ball's fouled away by Smybert. To add a power bat like Gideon just adds another layer that pitchers have to worry about. That ball was hammered. The right fielder Underwood barely moved out there. And Gideon knew he got it right away. Another left-on-left matchup with Smybert, and he fouls it away once again. And it's 0-2. More action in the Cardinals bullpen, and it has just been continuous out there. Reliever after reliever for the first out of the inning, with Romanin standing over there at first base, and it's now Tyler Dupuis coming up to the dish. Dupuis' last time up looped a ball to right field that was mishandled by Underwood. Those are the back-to-back errors committed by the right fielder. That allowed Smybert to trot home from third. This time he takes a pitch right at the letters. And it's 0-1. Romanin standing over at first base. He does not have a stolen base so far this year. In limited action for him, he hasn't played a whole lot. Ethan Hunt got a bulk of the starts over there at third base, but mentioned early on in the broadcast as Main Prize pushes Romanin back to the bag at first. Ethan Hunt no longer with the team, moving on to the Frontier League with the Trois-Rivières Eagles as they get set for a playoff push. 0-1 pitch to Dupuis. It's down low. And it's a 1-1 count on the Jackfish second baseman now as Brandon Nicholson looms on deck. It's a right-hander warming up for the Cardinals in the bullpen as we play here in the sixth inning. Jackfish lead at 9-4. 1-1 to Dupuis outside, and that's a big turn of events. Going back to the early portion of this game, as it looked like the Cardinals really came to play, and they played a decent game. They were leading this game 4-0 at one point. But the Jackfish offense has come storming all the way back and then some as its pitch is up high to Dupuis. It misses. And now it's a 3-1 count on the number 5 hitter. Main Prize trying to navigate through this inning. He has given up the home run and a base hit. He also just got a strikeout of Smybert. Now trying to retire Dupuis. 3-1. That's bounced out to shortstop. Banked off the body of Jean. They do get the out at second. But too much speed on the back end of that. That is easily going to be a fielder's choice. So Romanin's erased on that fielder's choice. Dupuis, he gets on at first base now. Now you're thinking that may be an error on the shortstop, but you can't assume a double play. So it'll go down as a fielder's choice. If Jean comes up with that ball, it's possible they turn two. Still might be difficult with the speed of Dupuis, depending on how quickly Giancos can turn it at second base. And now he's running for second, and the ball gets past the catcher. In Burnside, easily taking the bag, is Dupuis. Second stolen base of the game for him. Make that 23 on the season now for Dupuis. Nicholson looking to drive in a run today, and he already does have an RBI. It was in a ground out to the shortstop, Jean. Pitch misses up high. And now it's 2-0. Mentioned it earlier on in the broadcast, but he's had a little bit of trouble at the dish recently. Dropped that average down into the 290s. Still a very respectable batting average, while also driving in 37 runs and having 3 homers on the year. Very productive guy to be having bat down in that number 6 spot here today as he takes a strike. And that, of course, is all to go along with his 42 stolen bases, which leads the league. Sitting ahead in the count right now at 2-1 with Dupuis standing at second base. Pitch is delivered. It's bounced out to shortstop. Jean's got to come get it. He's got to throw on the run. Skips it over there, and it gets past the first baseman in Niles. Dupuis easily going to come across to score. Nicholson now goes into second base on the air. And the Jackfish are pouring it on. It's 10-4.
Now batting for the Jackfish, the first baseman, number 10, Mateo Porcelado.
So Dupuis comes in on the air by the shortstop, Jean. And he's had a couple now misplays in this inning. The first one, of course, doesn't go down as an error as he ended up getting the out at second base. erasing Mattingly Romanen, but that time it will go down as a throwing error. Getting him into second base. Now Nicholson's running for third. The throw down, and it skips off the glove of the third baseman, Renault, and time is called as it knocked the helmet off of Nicholson. So Nicholson picks up his 43rd stolen base on the season, stealing third with a left-handed hitter in the box. Not something you see that often, but Nicholson's speed and awareness allows him to do it. So runner at third for Porcelado, who went bridge the last time he came up, and it bounces in the dirt. 1-1 count on Porcelado, and that pitch was a fastball that he absolutely turned around to right field. Seen 2 home runs in this game from Jackfish hitters. One in this inning by Gideon. Gideon's may have went a little bit farther, but I don't know. Both of them were hit very hard. 1-1 offering to Porcelado, and he smashes another ball. This time it's to center field, and it's gone! No, it's off the wall. And a run comes in to score. That's Nicholson. Jumped the gun a little bit. Ball blended in with the white of the Niagara College sign out there. Looked like it went over the fence, but it is still an RBI. For Porcelado. So now at second base, and it's 11-4. And Hogan Brown comes up to the plate. Brown walked his last time up. He had 2 at-bats, as that's a strike called at the knees. He had 2 at-bats in the 5th inning. Flew out and then walked. That double by Porcelado had a vapor trail on the ball. It was smashed to center field. Tagged off the wall, which brought in Nicholson as the pitch misses outside. Porcelado, another guy who came in struggling a little bit at the plate, but he's really erased that. That's 3 hits for him now in the game. 2 of them coming for extra bases. Now a triple shy of the cycle. As Main Prize steps off, and you're thinking he'll probably get at least 1, maybe a couple more at-bats in this game. See if he'd be able to pick a cycle up. 1-1 offering to Brown is outside. And it's 2-1. Brown hits a ball to right field. It's going to drop down. Coming around third base is Porcelado. Throw is up the line. He scores standing up. That's an RBI base hit for Hogan Brown. Back-to-back RBIs with 2 outs. For the Jackfish. One of them coming on the double by Porcelado. That ball was hit hard. That time not hit as hard, but still into right field. Good spot.
The catcher, number 7, Greg Marco.
And here comes Greg Marco to the plate now. So 1 run put up in the 4th, 7 runs in the 5th, and now a 4 spot hung by the Jackfish. A couple of these runs here coming with 2 outs, and it's Hogan Brown at first base. Greg Marco to the plate, and he's had a perfect day. He's come in here, gotten the start in place of the regular catcher, Sam Cocker. He's been hit twice, and he also has a base hit. Bounced into the plate, and that's a ball. Marco, who's more known for his defensive abilities, has really done what he's needed to do at the bottom of this lineup. Getting on base all 3 times, turning it over nicely for that top of the order. Brown's running, throw down from Burnside. It skips in there, and he's safe. So Hogan Brown steals a bag. His 22nd on the season. As the Jackfish lead it 12-4 here against the Cardinals on this Thursday evening. as they look to pick up their 29th win of the season. Main Prize delivers a pitch inside, and it's 3-0. As time is called now. And time is called as we'll get things sorted out. And it's a 3-0 count right now on Greg Marco. Jackfish have really done a great job in this inning here to be able to add on to that lead. They were able to get 7 runs, as I mentioned, in the 5th inning. And now here in this 6th inning, to not just stay where you are and think, well, this is it, we don't need to get any more runs. They were able to pour it right back on and keep the pedal to the metal, so to speak, as they lead this game big now. It's 12-4. Pitch to Marco is a strike. 3-1 count now on the number 9 hitter. Comes set at the belt is Main Prize. Now delivers to Marco, swing and a miss. Came with something off speed. Marco was expecting a fastball. Counts full now at 3-2. 2 outs in this inning. Main Prize trying to work through it. Checks the runner. Delivers a 3-2. He misses up high. Marco walks. So that's back to the top of the order for the Jackfish. And once again, you see the job done by Greg Marco. Getting on for the 5th time here today. 2 hit by pitches, a walk, and a base hit. So now runners at first and second. 2 outs in this inning, and it's lefty on lefty matchup with Gio Morello. He shoots a ball to shortstop. Gene slips. He has it. His throw is not in time. Morello beats it out. Gene went into the hole to make that play. That'll go down as an infield single. Gene went in the hole to make the play. If he doesn't slip, he probably has an opportunity to throw out Morello at first base, but he kind of slipped, so still will go down as a base hit, infield hit. 2 outs, and the bases loaded for Gideon, who homered to start off this inning. Another bat-around inning for the Jackfish. So they hold a commanding 12-4 lead. He's ahead in the count, 1-0. Delivers, bounced out to second base. That's Giancos. He's got it. His throw is in time to retire the Jackfish. They do score 4 more runs, though. One of those coming off the bat of Justin Gideon on his leadoff home run, and now his league-leading 16th on the season. He grounds out to end the inning, though, but the Jackfish lead at 12-4. As we head now to the 7th inning, you're watching Welland Jackfish Baseball.
Here we go. It's the Fisherman's Catch, presented by CAA. Here's how it works. Coach Adams up there in the back sitting show down bobbers. 10 bobbers for each one she catches, so you'll home ticket to a future Jackfish game. Catch all 5, you go home with $50 in Agricultural Warehouse. Are you ready? She's not ready, but who cares? She's going anyway. On your mark, get set, throw those bobbers. Here they go. Michelle, you gotta touch those. Oh my. No, Michelle, we're gonna keep going. No, wait. Oh, okay, that's one, sure. Oh wow. Hey, get closer. That's an easy one for it. What are you doing? Catch him with your indicators. All right, let's try again. You gotta catch him with your pants. All right,
well, I guess it's a good ad well for you.
There's one. Who explained to her how to play this game?
The guy in the Cardinals
Hey, Coach, is that you?
Well,
this
Pokey
way.
said that he was
Michelle,
definitely
congratulations.
the other guy
You're off the doors of Golf Warehouse.
So that's what
Just
Pokey's like, they gotta go. I'm like,
between-
okay.
Exactly. That's it. I blame coach, but that's just
Oh, I know. But I kind of wandered down there, and the other guy was already going. Like the car was already bleeding.
Second baseman, number 16, Tyler Gianco.
Here comes the second baseman, Tyler Giancos, to the box for the Cardinals. Jake Harford still on the mound, pitching into the 7th inning here for the Jackfish. And, I mean, he's made a habit of this throughout the season. He's been somebody that's been relied upon heavily to work deep into games, and he's done just that here in this start against the Cardinals, and his first pitch is a strike. Harford rocks. Now he fires. Rifle to left field. Going over is Nicholson. He leaps at the end to make the catch. For the first out of the inning, ball was hit hard off the bat of Giancos,
Number 19, Dennis
but he lines out to the left fielder. For Harford, this is his 13th start of the season. It seems like every Thursday home game he's the starter. He did start a Saturday game as well, but he has been relied upon to start those Thursday games, and he's come up big a lot of the time, as you can see reflected in that 10-2 record. The team just seems to win when he's on the mound, and that's in big part to his pitching and just how good he's been all year, and that's reflected in the ERA at 2.63, and that's best for third in the IBL. Great season all around, and for sure the ace of this pitching staff for the Jackfish. Possibly coming up in a playoff series, if we get that, or when we get that far with the Jackfish. I'm sure Harford will be pitching probably game 1 of a series as he gets one past Dave Banning. And as the standings are set up right now, it would be the Hamilton Cardinals. That would be the matchup for the Jackfish, but still lots can change in these last few days of the regular season. Harford delivers, and that's a strikeout. Dave Banning down swinging. Third time today Dave Banning is fanned. And there's 2 outs, and here comes Luis Jean to the plate. Shortstop for the Cardinals.
The shortstop, number 12, Luis Jean.
2 outs in the inning. Jean has experience in professional baseball, was signed as an international free agent in 2011 by the Colorado Rockies. Spent 6 seasons in affiliated baseball. As he awaits the first pitch from Harford, it misses outside. Made it up to Double-A. His best year was his first year, actually, at .302 in 52 games in the Dominican Summer League. That was all the way back in 2012. He was released in 2018 as he swings and misses a massive swing from Jean. But he came up with nothing, and it evens up the count at 1-1. Does have a base hit today. He's 1 for 3 at this point. Grounded out to shortstop twice to go along with that base hit to left field that came back in the first inning. He's even in the count now at 1-1. There are 2 outs in the inning. Harford misses down low. Bounced it in the dirt, picked up by Marco behind the dish. Count goes now to 2-1. We've seen the good defense from Jean today. He did have a bit of a hard time, actually, in that 6th inning. Had a ball that was hit to him, possibly could have been a double play, but he bobbled it a little bit. Was only able to get a fielder's choice. And then he made a throwing error, and he slashes a ball to right field. It's down for a hit. May have actually broken his bat. But he's on for the second time today with a hit. Second single of the game. And now it's Tyler Duncan coming up .319 coming into play today. Now the runner at first base is Jean, and was going to mention it. He does have good speed. He's shown off that speed on the defensive side of the ball. He's been able to track down a couple pop flies that may have been difficult for other fielders as the pitch is outside. So maybe wary of the runner at first base, but not in a game like this. If you're the Cardinals, need base runners. It's the only way you're going to get back into this game. Even though it is a big hill to climb. Pitch misses outside from Harford. Porcelato kind of standing close to the bag, but not necessarily holding Luis Jean on at first. (12-4) is our score. Pitch swung on and missed. Duncan took a rip at that one, but he missed. He's also 1 for 3 in this game. Base hit to center field. He's also flown out to left field. Grounded back to the pitcher in the first inning on a hard hit ball. Next pitch is bounced in the dirt from Harford. And he seemed to have lost command of the zone just a little bit here. As we see first signs of life in the Jackfish bullpen. It's Casey Howard starting to loosen up down there. Josh Niles, he stands on deck. Harford delivers to the plate. It's up high, ball 4. So he gets 2 outs, a line out to left field and a strikeout, and then Jean picks up a base hit. And now he's forced to second with a walk by Duncan. And here comes the first baseman, Josh Niles, to the plate now. Two outs in the inning. Harford trying to get through 7 innings here today, and that would be very welcome from the Jackfish and manager Brian Essery. If he could get 7 innings, maybe Howard come in and throw an inning. As the pitch is inside, that hit him. He's lost the zone just a little bit here, forces the bases loaded now, and Brian Essery has popped out of the third base dugout. So we'll see if this is just to get a quick talk to Harford. It looks like Howard has just moved up onto the mound, so I don't know if he's necessarily ready to come into this game yet. So everybody's going to converge behind the mound. Again, Howard has just started throwing off the mound in the bullpen. But no, Harford's going to stay in the game. So he's going to get back onto the bump, and I like this move from Brian Essery. He's the guy who's been pitching today, and you know what he has. Yes, he's lost command of the zone a little bit here in this inning, but you trust him to get through this based on what he's been able to do all season and what he's been able to do today. Like the trust shown from the manager to get out of this bases-loaded jam, and that'll do a lot for your confidence as well. 2 outs in the inning, and the pitch misses up high. Lane Renaud to the plate. He's got 3 hits in this game off of Harford. Likely Harford's last batter either way. With Howard now cranking it up in the bullpen. He delivers a strike right on the outside. Perfect spot right on the outside corner. 1-1 count now. Also a good job behind the plate by Marco to frame that pitch up. Hold it right there for umpire Ben Mercier to see. 1-1 offering on the way from Harford. It's in the air right field. Gideon pushed back a few steps, now settles underneath it, makes a two-handed grab. And Harford loads up the bases, but he gets out of it. He's through 7 innings, and he has the lead. It's 12-4. Jackfish lead it, and it's stretch time here at the pond. You're watching Welland Jackfish Baseball.
Thank you, old Harry. Glad to be back, and it's great to see the pond full of you great Jackfish fans. So everybody, let's show the manager, Brian Essery, and his Jackfish why you are the best fans in the IBL. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Find me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. And root for the Jackfish. If they lose, it's a shame, 'cause it's at the old ball game. All right, welcome back.
Drew Mainprize remains on the mound for his second inning of work. And it's Mattingly Romanen starting things out for the Jackfish here in the bottom half of the seventh inning. And he hits a ball on the ground through the hole into left field. Second knock of the game for Romanen. Coming in back-to-back innings. That time it was to left field. That's a base hit. And here comes James Smybert to the plate. Lefty on lefty matchup here for Mainprize. Romanen again doesn't have a stolen base standing over at first base. Still held on by Niles. Breaking ball fouled away at the dish by Smybert. He has one of the biggest hits in this game. It was really a base hit to right field. That chased home a run, but an error by Underwood allowed two more to score, and it allowed Smybert to end up at third base. Then when the next man came up in Dupuis, another error out there in the outfield, pushed him across from third. 0-1 to Smybert, bounces in the dirt. It evens up the count at 1-1. Mainprize had a tough inning. His first inning of work, gave up those 4 runs. Didn't have a ton of help by his defense, and that's kind of been a little bit of a theme here for Hamilton in this game. Smybert cracks a ball to center field. It's hit a mile high. Lots of time for Duncan to move under it, and now he does. And he makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Romanen back to first.
Second baseman, number 6, Tyler Dupuis.
Tyler Dupuis now up to the plate. He had a base hit in the 4th inning, reached on an error and reached on a fielder's choice. He's been on base 3 times today. He's also scored 3 runs. Now he takes down in the dirt. Bounces in there, blocked behind the plate by Burnside. Last inning, he did come around to score. He scored on the error by the shortstop, Jean. Now he sits ahead in the count 1-0 against Mainprize, and he misses outside. And that moves the count now to 2-0. And if you look down in the Jackfish bullpen, it is Casey Howard still throwing, so that likely indicates that's all for Jake Harford. And if it is, a great start from him. Got off to a little bit of a rocky start, giving up 2 runs in the first inning that put the Jackfish in a deficit quickly. As that pitch gets off the glove of Burnside, Romanen's going to move up. Will likely go down as a passed ball for Burnside. 3-0 count on the second baseman for the Jackfish. Harford was very solid after that first inning. Only gave up 2 more runs after the first frame. And Howard's been good for them all season long. He'll likely get an inning of work in. That pitch is painted on the outside by Main Prize, so he gets him back in the count. It's now 3-1 on Dupuis. 16th game of the season for Main Prize coming out of the bullpen. And nobody moving in the Cardinals bullpen at this point, so this inning is his. Dupuis swings, hits the ball on the ground. Rene has it go off his glove. Now he picks it up. His throw is not in time. Dupuis with the speed, he beats it out. Be an error on the third baseman. Runner stays right there at second base. And now here comes Brandon Nicholson up. He had to hit the center field. His last time up, he also moved up on an error, and then he stole a base. Stole third base with the left-handed hitting Porcelato at the plate. Not something you see that often, but he was able to pull it off. 2 runners out there for him right now, as he has 38 RBIs on the season. He picked up 1 today. That was a ground out back in the 5th inning. Grounded out to shortstop. And this is the 4th consecutive inning that he has come up to the plate. Getting lots of at-bats here in this third to last game of the season. He misses, and now it's 1-0. Howard likely coming into this game. The part of the lineup he's going to be facing for the Cardinals is 6, 7, 8. That's Burnside, Fox, Pappas, and Underwood. 1-1 to Nicholson, misses up high. And it's a 2-1 count now. Nicholson from Orchard Park, New York, checks his swing. Didn't go around, and it's 3-1. Played at Canisius College. Playing in his 3rd season right now for the Jackfish. Didn't start the year last year with the team, and he rifles a ball down the line over an outstretched glove of Renault. Romanen's in to score from third. Dupuis now being waved around third. The throw to the plate, and it's not in time. Heading to third now is Nicholson. He slides it, and the ball gets into left field. And he's going to come all the way around the bases and cross the plate. He rifled that ball down the left field line. And the runs just keep coming. It's 15-4.
Now batting first baseman, number 10, Mateo Porcelato.
So that's a 2 RBI double. Moves up to third base on the throw. And then comes in to score on an error by the catcher, Ryan Burnside. Now it's Mateo Porcelato to the plate after the bases have been cleared. And he takes a pitch outside. 15-4 is their score now. Jackfish lead it by 11. And if you look back early in this game, that's not something I thought I'd be saying. It was close until the 5th inning. Actually, Hamilton was sporting a lead until the 5th inning. It was 4-1 going to the bottom half of the 5th, and that's when the floodgates open for this Jackfish offense, and they haven't looked back. Main Prize delivers down low. 3-0 to Porcelato. Nicholson picking up the Little League home run of sorts. But he hit that ball hard down the left field line. It's a 3-0 count to Porcelato. Main Prize misses up high. He's completely lost the zone. And there's going to be a mound visit. As Porcelato walks, and the Jackfish now just 4 hitters away with 1 out of batting around for a 3rd consecutive inning. And that's going to do it for Main Prize. He walks off the mound. Jackfish lead at 15-4. Pitching change for the Cardinals.
Is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/.
Radio. Don't worry, you can still listen to us. Download the Giant FM app and listen, or go to giantfm.com and click on the Listen Live player. No radio? No problem. Get the Giant FM app or listen at giantfm.com.
Hook. Sport the fish today by visiting the Welland Jackfish Tackle Box, the official merchandise shop of your Jackfish. Visit the stand on game day behind Section 107 or visit us online at shop.wellandjackfish.com. There you'll find official on-field hats, t-shirts, novelties, and so much more. Join the Fishhead Nation and shop today.
Times when don't try this at home applies.
I travel.
I'm on the road a lot.
Download the free Giant FM app and take us anywhere you want to listen to your hometown classics.
Can listen whenever I want. You can't beat that.
Get it now at Giant FM.
New pitcher into the game for the Cardinals. John Felice coming out of the bullpen. The 6th pitcher of the game for the Cardinals to this point. Felice from Milton, Ontario. Pitches to Brown, and it's fouled away. 5.78 ERA for him on the season. 9 1/3 innings in 7 games. This is his 8th appearance. 6 strikeouts, 7 walks. He's given up 12 hits. Plays for Seneca College in the OCAA. 0-1 pitch, the breaking ball down low. Blocked nicely by Burnside. Throw down to first. They don't get him. Diving back ahead of the throw was Porcelato. He's standing on first base as the responsibility of Drew Mainprize. Good lead off of first. Felice delivers in the dirt once again. And it's 2-1 now. You see in those 9 innings, 7 walks. Somebody who does lose the strike zone from time to time, but also 6 strikeouts, so he can get a strikeout as well when he needs it. Swung on and missed by Brown. It was an off-speed pitch. Looked like Hogan Brown was out in front of it. And it's 2-2 now. Greg Marco has been on base every time today. He stands on deck. No longer is the runner being held on at first base. That's Porcelato. Breaking ball misses inside. To Hogan Brown. Count runs full now to 3-2. Niles has moved behind the runner at first. Howard now standing by down in the bullpen. Breaking ball misses down low. Felice walks the first man he sees out of the bullpen. And now it's Greg Marco, the catcher today, number 9 hitter. And he's filled in admirably. For Sam Cocker today at the plate and behind the plate. He's played well in both facets of the game, and he comes up with 2 runners on base and 1 out in a lopsided affair. It's 15-4, Jackfish lead. Felice pours over strike 1. Mercier gave him the outside corner. And it's 0-1 now. Morello leadoff man. He's on deck. Defense playing in double play depth up the middle. That breaking ball misses down below the zone. And it's 1-1 now on the Jackfish catcher. Brown stands at first base. It's Porchelato standing on at second as they both take their leads. Pitch to Marco. It's fouled away at the plate. It was an off-speed pitch. Marco was well out in front of it. Was just able to get a piece and stay alive. It's now 1-2. One-two pitch, bounce back up the middle. Gene picks it, he'll take it to the bag himself. Throw on to first. 6-3 double play. Marco's retired, and so are the Jackfish in the 7th inning. They score 3 more runs. It's now 15-4 as we go to the 8th inning.
Is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/.
Radio. Don't worry, you can still listen to us. Download the Giant FM app and listen. Or go to giantfm.com and click on the Listen Live player. No radio? No problem. Get the Giant FM app or listen at giantfm.com.
Book. Sport the fish today by visiting the Welland Jackfish Tackle Box, the official merchandise shop of your Jackfish. Visit the stand on game day behind section 107 or visit us online at shop.wellandjackfish.com. There you'll find official on-field hats, t-shirts, novelties, and so much more. Join the Fishhead Nation and shop today.
When don't try this at home applies.
I travel.
I'm on the road a lot.
Download the free Giant FM app and take us anywhere you want to listen to your hometown classics.
Can listen whenever I want. You can't beat that.
Get it now at Giant FM.
Appreciation night. First pitch set for 6:05.
Casey Howard, he's out of the bullpen for the Jackfish. The first man out of the bullpen for the Jackfish after Harford went 7 innings, giving up 4 runs. 2 in the first, 2 in the fourth. Other than that, he was rock solid on this Thursday night, on this third last game of the year. New pitcher is Casey Howard, Brantford native. He's pitching in his 3rd season with the Jackfish, but he pitched with the Burlington Herd dating back all the way to 2017. So he's been in the organization for a long time, and he's been very relied upon out of the bullpen this year. 5.32 ERA in 14 games. 23 2/3 innings pitched, though, so he's covered some innings. He has made a few starts over his career, 8 starts in his career. Made one last year, but exclusively out of the bullpen. This is his 15th game. 7 walks to 24 strikeouts. Another guy will be around the plate very often.
Leading off for the Hamilton Cardinals, the catcher, number 50.
And it's Ryan Burnside to the plate. Number 6 hitter, then it's Robin Fox Pappas and Jacob Underwood coming up in the inning. Defense playing straight up against the left-handed hitting Burnside in this 15-4 affair. As Howard delivers the first pitch, bounced off the bag, skips into right field. Burnside taps the bag at first. He's on his way to second. The throw in there is offline. He slides in safely. First pitch double ripped off the bat of Ryan Burnside. And quickly a runner in scoring position with nobody out. And here comes Robin Fox Pappas to the plate. And after that two-base hit, say the attendance here today, 1,204 fans in attendance, and very full crowd, a very loud crowd. Everybody was into it from the beginning. So here comes Robin Fox Pappas now. And there is motion in the Jackfish bullpen. Looks like maybe Wyatt Hummel throwing down there. Howard checks the runner at second base. He comes set at the belt, now delivers to the plate, and that's a strike on the inside. To the designated hitter, he's 0 for 3 today. Flown out to center field, grounded out to second base, which got him an RBI, and then he's also grounded back to the pitcher. There's actually a pinch hitter in the game for Robin Fox Pappas, as I have been instructed. It's popped up on the infield and caught by James Smybert for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 5, Jacob Underwood.
So now here comes Jacob Underwood. He's the right fielder today. First pitch to Underwood. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. I can confirm this is not a pinch hitter. It is Jacob Underwood at the plate. Underwood so far in this game, he's 0 for 2. He had a sacrifice fly to center field. That came back in the 4th inning. That was the inning where Hamilton was able to extend their lead a little bit. Got it out to 4-0. But that was the biggest lead they had. Jackfish came storming all the way back, and much, much more. It's 15-4 now. Howard misses down low. Thought he might have had strike 3. The count's now 1-2. Runner at second base is Burnside. He had a ringing double off the first base bag to start off the inning. Pitch down the line. It's foul. And that'll be catcher's interference, actually. So going down to first base is Underwood. So charge an error to the catcher, Marco.
Now batting the second baseman, number 16.
And that's a bit unfortunate, as now here comes Tyler Giancos, second baseman, coming to the plate now with 1 out in the inning and 2 runners on base. Number 9 hitter Giancos, and then it's back to the top of the order and Dennis Day-Banning. Day-Banning's had a rough day at the plate. He was hit by a pitch to start, and then he struck out 3 times. First, you got to get the hitter in Giancos, and Howard misses outside. The first pitch to the Cardinals' second baseman. You could see him asking the home plate umpire, Mercier, where that pitch missed, and he told him it was outside. So the count moves now to 1-0. Howard sets and delivers a strike at the knees. Giancos wanted to go after it. He held off, but it was a called strike. So that check swing didn't end up mattering. 1-1 count on the number 9 hitter. Howard delivers. It's hit on the ground past the dive of Mattingly Romanen. Runner's going to be held at third base. Burnside had thoughts of scoring, but the ball kicked off the glove of the third baseman Romanen when he dove for it. And it slowed it down enough going into the outfield that really Burnside had no chance of coming around the third base bag. So now the bases are loaded for the top of the order and Dennis DeBanning. DeBanning coming into play today. He had a .417 average and only 12 at-bats. Good start to the year for him as he came onto this roster late. This is a breaking ball called strike. Boxed up behind the plate by Marco. But that's a strike. It's 0-1. DeBanning does have pop as well. 2 home runs for him through his first 12 at-bats of the season. Now 15 at-bats for him and 2 home runs. Howard delivers a pitch down low. Count moves now to 1-1. Luis Jean, the shortstop, he's on deck. DeBanning looking to change around his fortunes a little bit. Doesn't want to go down for a 4th time, trying to avoid the golden sombrero. 1-1 pitch from Howard. It's fouled straight back to the screen. Moves the count to 1-2. And if you're Howard, you'd like to get through this unscathed. Force this to the bottom of the 8th inning and then possibly see another reliever come in to finish off the ball game in the 9th. Howard's ahead in the count on DeBanning. Long look in. Now he's got his sign from Marco. He's ready to go, and here comes the 1-2 swing and a miss. And there is the golden sombrero for Dennis DeBanning, the former Welland Jackfish. He goes down for a 4th time. 3 times swinging, 1 time looking. This is the 5th strikeout of the game for Jackfish pitching. 4 of them coming against the leadoff man here for the Cardinals. And a rough day at the plate, and which has been a rough day at the ballpark for the Cardinals. And now there's 2 outs. Bases remain loaded. Here comes Luis Jean to the plate. He's 2 for 4. Has a double and a single. In the game, he doubled to right field this last time. Pitch from Howard. Bounce foul. Nice play made down there. So he gets an applause from the crowd. It's actually a single last time he came up. So 2 singles in this game. He's 2 for 4. Has the bases loaded. Looking to come through here now with a 2-out base hit. You can close the gap on this game just a little bit. Howard pitches. It's outside. Now it's 1-1. On deck right now is Tyler Duncan, and if Jean can find his way on base, Duncan will come up to the dish in this inning. Even in the count right now, it's 1-1. One offering from Howard. Hit hard out to second base. Picked up on 1 hop by Dupuis. His throw in plenty of time to get Luis Jean and finish off the top half of the 8th inning on a 4-3 putout. Number 2 hitter is retired. We go now to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Jackfish lead it big. You're watching Welland Jackfish Baseball.
Is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/.
Radio. Don't worry, you can still listen to us. Download the Giant FM app and listen, or go to giantfm.com and click on the Listen Live player. No radio? No problem. Get the Giant FM app or listen at giantfm.com.
Book. Sport the fish today by visiting the Welland Jackfish Tackle Box, the official merchandise shop of your Jackfish. Visit the stand on game day behind Section 107 or visit us online at shop.wellandjackfish.com. There you'll find official on-field hats, t-shirts, novelties, and so much more. Join the Fishhead Nation and shop today.
Times when don't try this at home applies.
I travel.
I'm on the road a lot.
Download the free Giant FM app and take us anywhere you want to listen to your hometown classics.
Can listen whenever I want. You can't beat that.
Get it now at Giant FM.
John Felice remains in the ball game for the Cardinals. So he gets back out there on the mound. He got through the last inning. He came into the game, partway through the last inning. Ended up getting out of it, so he will try to finish off this ball game as there is nobody throwing down in that Cardinals bullpen right now. For the Jackfish, it looks like Wyatt Hummel's moving down there. He looks like he will get the 9th inning. Now, if he will be protecting an 11-run lead or possibly more, we'll have to wait and find out. But the first man here in this inning to face off against John Felice will be a pinch hitter. It's Tyson Gom coming up to the plate.
Now batting for the Jackfish, pitch hitting number 4, Tyson Gom.
Gom, left-handed hitter. He's going to hit for Gio Morello. On the season for Gom, has 1 hit in 11 at-bats. Mostly in an extra man role, though. Hasn't gotten too many starts out there at second base. Come off the bench late in ball games, sometimes to run. That's something that he's done quite a bit this year, actually, is his pinch runs. He does have some speed on the base paths. As the first pitch is right there for a strike from Felice. It's 0-1. Trying to get his bat on track, but it is difficult to get your bat going when you're not getting regular playing time, and he hasn't been able to achieve that this year. His first hit in the IBL, though, did come at home, and it was a ringing double as he checks his swing. And that's a ball in the dirt. It's 1-1. On the pinch hitter, Gom, and we'll see how the defense changes for the 9th inning. Gideon is still on deck right now, so maybe he moves into center field. You can shift around the outfield a little bit. Gom is pretty flexible on defense. He can play many different positions. The pitch bounces to the plate. 2-1 count now on Tyson Gom. 1, 2, 3 in the order. It'll be Gom and then Gideon and then Romanin. Those are the hitters due up, but it does remain to be seen whether or not there will be more pinch hitters in this inning. Pitch is fouled away. There's a fastball that time from Felice. Gom get out in front of it. Just got it off the end of the bat. And fouled it away. Now it's a 2-2 count. 2 strikes on him. Jackfish leading 15-4. Didn't score a run through the first 3 innings, and it was looking like Hamilton was kind of shutting them down on offense. Pitch to Gom is fouled away. He stays alive. Dowry Torres started the game for the Cardinals, and it was likely going to be a bullpen game from the beginning. Torres mostly a reliever. He did make 1 start before this game, but this was his 2nd start of the season, but it was his 20th appearance. And he was very solid through the first 2 innings. Faced the minimum in his 2 innings that he had. 2-2 from Felice. Fouled away once again. Count stays right where it is. But he faced the minimum through his 2 innings. Then after him, it was Nick Davies coming into the game, and he suffered an injury. Corbin Peters came in after that. Julian Russell pitched in this game for the Cardinals. Drew Mainprize, another lefty, out of the bullpen for them. He pitched as well. Gom hits a ball hard out to second base. It's picked up on 2 hops by Giancos, fires in time. And Gom is retired 4-3. So he's 0 for 1 in the game after grounding out in his pinch hit at bat. And here comes Justin Gideon, the former Hamilton Cardinal, to the plate. He has a home run today, smashed it. Right center field, right around where those flag poles are out there, and it was hit a long way. No doubter off the bat. The right fielder Underwood didn't even move when it was hit, as it's a swing and a miss from Gideon, a big hack and a high fastball. And it's 0-1. Underwood didn't even move over there, and Gideon out of the box. He knew it was gone as well. It was a breaking ball that he drove off Drew Mainprize. Pitch misses outside. That was off a lefty-lefty matchup, and sometimes those left-handed breaking balls against lefties hang out over the plate, and that's exactly what happened. Gideon didn't miss it, and that's got to feel good coming against your former team. Not that there's any bad blood there between them, but still feels good anytime you can come through against your former teammates as he swings through the next pitch, and it's 1-2. Felice trying to work a scoreless inning here in the 8th. 1-2 to Gideon. Fly ball to right. Underwood didn't see it. Now going back at the wall, and it's gone too. Another home run for Justin Gideon. And he extends that home run lead in the IBL. His 17th home run of the season, his second of the game. And it's 16-4 Jackfish.
Justin Gideon, his league 17th home run.
Just finished talking about him driving a ball a long way to right center field, and he did the exact same thing. Almost in the exact same spot. That ball that he hit was a little bit higher in the air. Thought off the bat he actually got under it a little bit, but it just kept carrying and carrying out there. Ended up landing in a similar spot to his first one. So now he's 2 home runs ahead of Cleveland Brownlee for the lead. That ball's bounced up the middle off the second base bag. Romanin gets on. Third hit of the game for Mattingly Romanin. And even if that ball doesn't go off the bag, I don't think there's really a shot of getting him out. I think it probably gets into center field anyways. Even if Jean comes up with it, he probably doesn't throw anyone out. Another pinch hitter coming in now. James Smybert was due up to hit. Here comes Zarly Cena to the plate, who hasn't seen a lot of time recently. Zarly Cena from Kitchener here facing off against Felice. Righty on righty matchup. He takes a strike. And it's 0-1. Romanin's done a great job in that 3 spot today. Really able to make contact. He got hit by a pitch in the 5th inning that chased home a run. And then he's had back-to-back-to-back hits. Speared on a line by Renault. His throw across the diamond's not going to be in time. Getting back is Romanin. Cena hit it hard in his pinch hit at bat, but nothing to show for it. Lines out to Renault at third base. And now here comes Tyler Dupuis to the plate with 2 outs. Romanin had to get back quickly. Renault made a nice catch and then he got rid of it fast, but it bounced over there to first base. Kind of slowed down on the grass. Really no chance of getting Romanin getting back to the bag. And now it's Tyler Dupuis, the second baseman, hitting in the 5-hole today. A little bit of a different batting lineup here for the Jackfish in this one, but it seemed to work out. As they hold a big lead. Pitches right over the inside. Dupuis thought it may have been a little bit more inside than it was as he backed off the plate. And now it's 1-1. Next pitch to Dupuis. That one is far inside. He has to jump out of the way of it. He does get out of the way, though. Take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard here, and a shocking result. Kitchener beats Toronto 15-8. High-scoring game. That game was in Kitchener. Pitch misses outside. It's 3-1. When you see high-scoring games, both of those ballparks are actually good hitters' parks. 3-1. It's down low. Dupuis walks. Up to second base is Romanen, and there will be a meeting on the mound. Nobody's warming up, though. In the bullpen for the Cardinals.
Now batting for the Jackfish, number 13, Brandon Nicholson.
So here comes Brandon Nicholson now after the meeting on the mound with Felice is done. Felice now going to take some time behind the mound. A big game for a lot of players for Kitchener. I mean, when you score 15 runs, it's going to happen. Jet Jarvis had a good game. Andy Leader picked up 4 RBIs in that one. Keegan Marsden had an RBI. Stephen Whalen. A good offensive showing for the Panthers on their home field, nonetheless, to beat up on the Maple Leafs. And it's 0-1 on Nicholson right now at the plate. Felice still on the mound, though. He delivers outside. It's 1-1. Now taking a little bit longer on the mound as he gets set. He climbs back onto the rubber now, though. Pitch misses outside, bounces in there, and Burnside, he's been good behind the plate today. He's made a couple of throwing mistakes, but blocking the ball, he's been efficient. I've seen that a few times. He kind of gets caught on the wrong side, doesn't turn his glove over to the backhand, but he's been able to come up with these baseballs and keep them in front of him, not allow any runners to advance. It's hit up the middle. That's through into center field for a base hit. Holding on right there at third base is Romanen. Dupuis thought that he was going to be sent home, so he took a wide turn around second. He had to throw on the brakes quickly. But with a massive lead, they're going to play station to station.
The first baseman, number 10.
So that's a hit for Nicholson, and this is a big game for Nicholson. Pick up 3 RBIs and 3 hits in the game. Porcelato up now, Hogan Brown. He waits on deck with 2 outs, looking to get an opportunity. Bases are loaded, and that's a strike. Felice trying to work out of this inning. Doesn't want to get this deficit any larger than it already is. And with the bases loaded, the Jackfish are threatening to do so. 0-1 offering from Felice is a breaking ball that misses down below the zone to even up the count at 1-1. Nobody throwing now for the Jackfish down in the bullpen, but that's likely just because it's been a long inning and Hummel's likely ready. Felice comes set, holding his hands high, and then pitches, and it's fouled off by Porcelato. Moves the count now to 1-2. Felice, after a long look in, has his sign, delivers a breaking ball, it's fouled away. And it's 1-2. Porcelato just got enough of that off-speed pitch. Just enough to stay alive. 1-2 is fouled straight back. You can see Felice on the mound getting frustrated. That's back-to-back foul balls off the bat of Porcelato. Thought he made a couple good pitches, but not able to get swings and misses. So Porcelato digs back into the box now. 1-2 count. Felice kicks and deals, and it's fouled away once again. 3 consecutive foul balls from Porchelato, and you love to see this. I mean, it's a big deficit, or a big lead, excuse me, for the Jackfish. Up 16-4, but still putting together quality at-bats. Not mailing in any of their opportunities, and Porcelato's done that right here. He already has a home run in this game. Breaking ball, and it's slugged to right field. Going back is Underwood. He's onto the track now. He reaches up, and it's off the wall. Romanen's in to score. Dupuis comes in to score. Nicholson right behind him. That's a 3 RBI triple for Mateo Porchelato as he pulls into third base. And a cycle for Mateo Porchelato. Mentioned it in his last at-bat, he was a triple shy. And the triple always the hardest one to get, but he hit it a long way to right field. And not only does he pick up that triple to finish off the cycle, it drives in 3 runs. And now, 19-4 for the Jackfish. So a cycle for Mateo Porchelato as he stands over there at third base, and Hogan Brown comes up to the plate. (19-4) is our score. Brown waiting in the left-handed batter's box. Felice delivers down low. Nobody moving in the Hamilton bullpen. Felice now taking a long time. And time is called now as the manager's out of the dugout. A couple coaches coming out, actually. I'm going to come check on Felice. You can see him saying something to his catcher Burnside. And now he has something to say for the coach coming out. Not sure if he's hurt. It's a long conversation now. The umpire's out there as well. Thought there may have been an injury. You could see him with his arms held out with his palms to the sky. They're looking down at the bullpen now. And I don't think they have any pitchers left to come into this game, so Felice is out of the game. He's going to walk off the mound. I wonder if that's injury related. Not going to speculate anything, though. He is coming out of the game. 19-4 is the score. So we'll see what they do now. It looked like manager Jeff Lounsbury was calling in somebody from the outfield to pitch. And it looks like there's going to be a glove change. It looks like Luis Jean, the shortstop, is coming into the game to pitch for the Hamilton Cardinals. So Jean coming in from shortstop. He's going to have to get a few warm-up tosses in.
Fans, your attention, please. Now pitching, coming from shortstop to the mound, 12.
This is the first pitching opportunity Jean is going to have. So as Jean takes his warm-up tosses, we'll take a quick break here as we'll come back. Jackfish are leading at 19-4.
Is now. You're ready for your next big step. Niagara College is a proven leader among Ontario colleges. Our students are prepared to succeed and drive innovation locally and around the world. Our supportive student culture and state-of-the-art learning facilities help you achieve your dream. Choose academic excellence. Choose experiential learning. Choose career success. Choose Niagara College today. Visit niagaracollege.ca/.
Radio. Don't worry, you can still listen to us. Download the Giant FM app and listen. Or go to giantfm.com and click on the Listen Live player. No radio? No problem. Get the Giant FM app or listen at giantfm.com.
Book. Sport the fish today by visiting the Welland Jackfish Tackle Box, the official merchandise shop of your Jackfish. Visit the stand on game day behind Section 107 or visit us online at shop.wellandjackfish.com. There you'll find official on-field hats, t-shirts, novelties, and so much more. Join the Fishhead Nation and shop.
So the pitching change has been executed. Shortstop in now. It's Luis Jean. Mentioned that before we went to break. San Pedro de Marcos, Dominican Republic native for Jean. He's first time pitching here this season and first time pitching in the IBL. He is a former professional ball player affiliated with the Colorado Rockies at shortstop. So you know he's got a good arm. And he walks Hogan Brown. So Brown goes down to first base. Porcelado, who completed the cycle, stands at third base.
Now batting for the Jackfish, the catcher, number 7, Greg.
And here comes Greg Marco to the plate. He grounded into a double play. It was a 6-3 double play. Jean, who's on the mound now, was the one who started off that double play last time he was up. So Marco digs into the box now. It's Tyson Gom on deck, who pinch hit earlier on in this inning as Jean misses once again. He hasn't been able to throw a strike yet. It's always difficult coming in from a position, really no warm-up. Now he throws to Marco up high. And he's very frustrated. Two 2-0 count on Marco. Brown taking his lead. Jean fires up high once again. And it's 3-0 on the number 9 hitter here. Gom is 1 for 2 officially. He's been hit twice. He's also walked, and he has a base hit to go along with that double play that I mentioned earlier. Now Jean gets his strike over, so now maybe that'll settle him down a little bit. And he'll be able to fire pitches over the zone. 3-1, misses inside. Marco goes down to first base, and the bases are loaded once again. Back to the top of the order, here comes Tyson Gom.
Top of the order for the Jackfish, number 4, Tyson Gom.
Gom getting his second opportunity to hit. He hit earlier in this inning when he came off the bench to hit for Gio Morello, grounded out to second base, and Tyler Giancos. Pitch misses up high. Falls behind Gom now. It's Gideon on deck, and Gideon went yard. His last opportunity. Now pitching out of the windup is Jean, and he throws a strike on the outside corner. 1-1 count now. Pitching out of the wind, still with the bases loaded. That's a strike. And he's found the zone a little bit now. It's 1-2 on the new leadoff man, Tyson Gom. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Went up the ladder with a fastball, got Gom to swing through it. And that finishes off the inning. Jean gets a strikeout after coming in from shortstop. And the Jackfish have a 19-4 lead as we go to the 9th inning.
Today's contestants coming on down are Maddie, Bryson, Jacob, and Julia. We'll take it down to Riot on the field with today's musical chairs.
Thank you, Spencer. Yes, we got Maddie, Bryson, Jacob, and Julia for musical chairs. We don't explain these rules. We know how it works. Spencer, hit that track. Matt. See ya. I got Maddie, Bryson, and Jacob left. Julia's out. Like Maddie's chances here. Maddie, you're in. Maddie's still in. You're out. All right. It's Maddie and Bryson. Jacob, I was close. Let's go. Here we go. Last round. Fans, come on, make some noise. Good tune. Congratulations, Maddie. You're walking home with $25 Ultimate Dining Gift Card, courtesy of CAA Niagara. Fans, make some noise for Maddie.
I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe? New pitcher to the ball game for the Jackfish, now pitching, number 30, Wyatt Hummel.
Wyatt Hummel into the game for the Jackfish to finish things off here in the 9th inning. Hummel from Edmonton, Alberta. He's got a 5.11 ERA. This is the 16th game. He's made 5 starts. Coming into the year, it was actually thought he'd be more in the rotation, but he's moved more now into a bullpen role, and he's pitched pretty well. He's got a good arm. 31 2/3 innings pitched, 42 strikeouts, so that's illustrated right there. The only thing that comes around to bite him a little bit is the walks, 24 walks. But definitely has strikeout stuff, and he'll face off against Tyler Duncan, the center fielder today for the Cardinals. Pitching out of the windup is Hummel, and he pitches outside. 1-0 count to the number 3 hitter in Duncan. Josh Niles, he's on deck. And Lane Renault, he's due up in this inning as well. Hummel now gets a strike. It's a foul back from Duncan. It evens up the count at 1-1. One pitch, swung on and missed. 1-2 now on Duncan, center fielder here today for the Cardinals. Get on base with a walk. The last time he stepped up to the dish, Hummel pitches down low, and they check down to the third base umpire in Chris Walters. No swing. Count now to 2-2. What's left of this crowd still getting behind Hummel to get through this 9th inning. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout for Tyler Duncan. The first time he's gone down on strikes today. And Hummel's got the first out, and now here comes Josh Niles. There are a few defensive shifts we can tell you about, as there were a couple pinch hitters last inning. Tyson Gom came in to pinch hit for Gio Morello. And then Zarly Cena hit for James Smyber. So we'll get you those defensive changes in a moment. That's poured over for a strike by Hummel against Josh Niles. 0-1. Out in the outfield, Justin Gideon has moved to center field, and then Tyson Gom, who came in for Morello, has now moved into right field. Nicholson stays out there in left, and then Romanid's still on at third base, and the infield has been shifted a little bit. Tyler Dupuis goes from second to shortstop. From first base going to second base is Mateo Porcelato, and then Zarly Cena, who hit for the shortstop Smybert. He stays in the ball game, and he's now at first base. As the Jackfish are trying to finish off what would be the 29th win of the season, in a season that they've outperformed all expectations. Hummel pitches, and it's fouled off at the plate. And it's 1-2. Jackfish were a team that possibly thought, they'd be sitting around where they did last year, in that 4th, 5th spot in the standings, but they skyrocketed to the top at the beginning, and they held that lead in the league for a long portion of the season, only to be dethroned in the last little while by the Majors. Majors now with a 1.5 game lead. Will likely go to 1 game after this. It's a breaking ball that misses inside, and it's 2-2. Top 3 teams are still in a race, though. Still 1.5 back for Guelph as well. A lot of important games here coming down the stretch. Hummel delivers, and it's fouled off. 2-2. Count stays right there. On deck is Lane Renault, the third baseman. If anybody can find a way on, Ryan Burnside, who's doing the catching today, will come into the game. Rocks and fires. Hummel, swing and a miss. Niles down on strikes. Second strikeout since coming into the game for Hummel. And there you talk about the stuff that he possesses. And 44 strikeouts for him on the year now. And 32 1/3 innings. It's a good mark.
Now batting, infielder number 6.
And we'll see if he can finish it off now, as Lane Renault is the last hope for the Hamilton Cardinals. Number 5 hitter and third baseman in the lineup. Hummel fires a first pitch that's fouled off. And it's 0-1. Misses down low. All in all, Renault has had a good day at the plate. Flew out to right field this last time, but 3 for 4 in the game. Also 2 RBIs. Knocked in 2 runs in the first inning with a big double as that's rocketed off Dupuis into center field. That'll definitely go down as a base hit for Renault, as he hit a missile out to shortstop.
The catcher, number
So now make him 4 for 5 on the game. But yeah, he hit a missile out to the shortstop, and it's a new shortstop now, Dupuis. Mostly played second base for the team, but he has good range and a good arm, so a guy that can definitely fill the void at shortstop. And he is a great defender, but that ball was just hit so hard. Didn't really have an opportunity in making the play. Pitch is fouled off. It's Ryan Burnside doing the catching today for the Cardinals, and he's behind in the count 0-1. But Renault, he's hit the ball hard pretty much every time he's come up to the plate here today. Pitch misses up high. It's now 1-1 on Burnside. Again, if Burnside can get on, we'll see the man who pinch hit in the last inning. Pitch is on the inside corner. That's a strike. And now the Cardinals are down to their final strike. In this game, runner at first base, Cena not holding him on. Hummel delivers, it's fouled down the left side, and it will get into the bullpen. So the count stays right where it is at 1-2. One, 2 from Hummel, fouled away once again. Count stays right where it is at 1-2, and it's a good battle being put together here by Ryan Burnside. Burnside had a double when he last came up. That was to right field. He hit it hard. Trying to extend this ball game just a little bit longer here for the Cardinals. Here comes the 1-2 breaking ball, strike 3 call on the outside corner. right over the outside edge. Hummel gives up a base hit but strikes out the side, and the Jackfish win it 19-4. A massive offensive output for the Jackfish, and that's capped off by a couple big performers. Justin Gideon, 2 home runs in this game, and you have to mention Mateo Porcelato. He had a home run on his way to completing a cycle. He did it the fun way, last at bat, needed the triple, and that's what he got. So 2 home runs from Gideon, a home run, and a cycle for Mateo Porcelato, and that propels them, along with a great starting effort from Jake Harford, as he wins his 11th game of the season. Good relief appearance from Casey Howard, and Wyatt Hummel gives the Jackfish a 19-4 lead. Welland now moves to 29-11 on the season, and they're 1 game behind the London Majors. Hamilton now at 11-29. Thank you for coming along here. Thank you for everyone here at the Welland Jackfish. From our producer Brent, I'm Brendan Lang. Thank you for coming along. Jackfish win it 19-4, and have a great night.